First time you held on to the time you let go. Life is a series of unforgettable firsts, the ones that are planned and the ones that take you by surprise. We celebrate and support these firsts as we travel this journey with you, because firsts are what life is all about. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
For Terry Gray, rice farming isn't a profession, it's a way of life. As owner of Delaplaine Seed Company, Terry's been the region's rice tech leader for more than a decade. In the summer, Terry's not behind a desk. He can be found in rice fields giving advice, or he can be on your farm helping you put more bushels in your tanks and money in your pocket. From securing your hybrid rice to free on-farm delivery, let Terry help you be more profitable this season. Delaplaine Seed Company.
What is America? Is it a bald eagle soaring over a Virginian sunrise?
I'll tell you what America is, brother. America is getting your truck fixed up at Russell's Truck Accessories.
Russell's Truck Accessories?
Yeah, Russell's Truck Accessories. They got chrome and aluminum wheels. They got big old mud crawling tires. They got lift kits so you can look down on the vegans and commies in their little compact cars. Russell's Truck Accessories. It's more American than Ronald Reagan playing home run derby with John Wayne.
Russell's Truck Accessories is located on South Stadium in Jonesboro.
God bless America and God bless Russell's Truck Accessories.
Collision Repair is celebrating their 40th anniversary. For 40 years, Collision Repair has had your back, getting your repairs done quickly using the best tools and technology. They've been able to keep you updated online throughout the repair process. No matter what the bad guys try, Collision Repair works with your insurance to make sure you don't have
the worst experience possible.
Here's to Collision Repair on their 40th anniversary.
Your friendly neighborhood body shop.
Front Page Cafe, home of the flying rolls. That's right, a place where the food comes flying to you, and it's good enough to eat. Front Page Cafe is also famous for our all-you-can-eat pass-arounds that come with every lunch or dinner. Lunch specials start at just $6.99. That includes a meal, flying rolls, and all the pass-arounds you can eat. So get your next home-cooked meal at Front Page Cafe. And don't forget, we've got the best old-fashioned breakfast in town. Front Page Cafe, home of the flying rolls.
Hi, I'm Mike Wessel, owner of Hilltop Fitness. I am the former University of Arkansas strength and conditioning coach, former Ultimate Fighter contestant, UFC fighter, and Bellator competitor. I offer at Hilltop Fitness many different programs, from kids programs in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, kids boxing, and kids strength and conditioning and athletic training, as well as adult kickboxing classes and adult Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu classes. If you have any fitness needs or fitness goals, I'm the person to come to. The gym is open 24 hours a day. You can come in anytime, and if you're looking for that extra motivation, that extra push, no matter how bad a shape you're in, we can help you. And if Craig Miller can come to the gym and get in shape, you can do it as well.
Hilltop Fitness, 1712 North Old Greensboro Road, Jonesboro, Arkansas.
Being a Raider is about more than just going to school. They say being a Raider is about our community, about tradition. Kindergarten at Nettleton is about teachers that I love, learning that is fun. It's really about pride in what we do and who we are becoming. Raider pride is justified. Raider pride forever.
So don't forget it.
Mr. Miller lost his voice. No problem. I'll send in the replacements. Woo! Woo, Daddy Mercy. Mercy, woo, Daddy. Handsome Johnny.
How the heck do you edit on this thing?
Mr. McGrew, you're in photo booth.
What? This son of a...
Hey, that's all right. Good try, but I'll take it from here. Raider Pride!
It's justified!
Collision Repair is celebrating their 40th anniversary. For 40 years, Collision Repair has had your back, getting your repairs done quickly using the best tools and technology. They've been able to keep you updated online throughout the repair process. No matter what the bad guys try, Collision Repair works with your insurance to make sure you don't have
the worst experience possible.
Here's the Collision Repair on their 40th anniversary.
Your friendly neighborhood body shop.
Uh-oh, guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Hey, Leslie, guess what day it is?
It's game day.
Woo-hoo! Jalen, how happy are students that go to Nettleton?
I'll say happier than DJ on game day.
Game day!
Be happy, be a Raider. Raider Pride is justified.
For Terry Gray, rice farming isn't a profession, it's a way of life. As owner of Delaplaine Seed Company, Terry's been the region's rice tech leader for more than a decade. In the summer, Terry's not behind a desk. He can be found in rice fields giving advice, or he can be on your farm helping you put more bushels in your tanks and money in your pocket. From securing your hybrid rice to free on-farm delivery, let Terry help you be more profitable this season. Delaplaine Seed Company.
I'm a little bit country.
I'm a little bit rock and roll.
I love the hate feeling of a great drum call.
When I sing my alma mater, I feel it all night long.
I love my school with all my heart and soul.
I know I'm gonna be alright.
Wherever I go.
I'm a little bit country.
And a little bit rock and
roll. From the first time you held on to the time you let go, life is a series of unforgettable firsts. The ones that are planned and the ones that take you by surprise. We celebrate and support these firsts as we travel this journey with you, because firsts are what life is all about. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Front Page Cafe, home of the flying rolls. That's right, a place where the food comes flying to you, and it's good enough to eat. Front Page Cafe is also famous for our all-you-can-eat pass-arounds that come with every lunch or dinner. Lunch specials start at just $6.99. That includes a meal, flying rolls, and all the pass-arounds you can eat. So get your next home-cooked meal at Front Page Cafe. And don't forget, we've got the best old-fashioned breakfast in town. Front Page Cafe, home of the flying rolls.
Looking for a school can be like super overwhelming. You kind of have those fears as a parent that, oh my gosh, the school that I'm gonna pick, it's gonna determine their future and everything else. You know, it's a big choice that you have because you wanna make sure you're gonna put them in a school where they can continue their whole journey. I'm really super glad we started at Nettleton. It was relief that we had found a school where we felt comfortable sending our child. I felt like any situation he'd get put into, he would be able to succeed.
Hi, I'm Mike Wessel, owner of Hilltop Fitness. I am the former University of Arkansas strength conditioning coach, former Ultimate Fighter contestant, UFC fighter, and Bellator competitor. I offer at Hilltop Fitness many different programs, from kids programs in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, kids boxing, and kids strength conditioning and athletic training, as well as adult kickboxing classes and adult Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu classes. If you have any fitness needs or fitness goals, I'm the person to come to. The gym is open 24 hours a day. You can come in anytime, and if you're looking for that extra motivation, that extra push, no matter how bad a shape you're in, we can help you. And if Craig Miller can come to the gym and get in shape, you can do it as well.
Hilltop Fitness, 1712 North Old Greensboro Road, Jonesboro, Arkansas.
Is Raider Pride truly justified at Nettleton High School? Does John Adams play a mean fiddle?
That's how you do it, son.
Nettleton High School, where Raider pride is justified.
Well, I'm headed to my high school, so happy. I got ready to P-R-I-D-E. We can shoot the hoop and swing the bat. I bet you wish your school was cool like that. Nettleton High School is for me. We got Raider pride, baby. Only school with MTV. Coolest school in history. Now you know our black colors falling deep. When you come into our house, you know you're gonna get beat. Nettleton High School is for me. We got Raider pride, baby.
Nettleton TV production, Raider Pride justified.
Yeah, we Raiders got the comfort ship, a loaded. Everybody wants to be a show, a voting. Raider pride in the building, yeah, I know it. Ah, yeah, Raider Nation till the day it's over.
Raider pride, justified, got it on my side. 6 side, beat a guy, run up and you get a high. Press us the ball, and I'ma score it like.
What y'all know about 5th period Raider pride? Hop up on the field, you might just have to juke and jive. Every day, yeah, I rectify. Cause yeah, you know we 5th period, yeah, we make it live.
What is America? Is it a bald eagle soaring over a Virginian sunrise?
I'll tell you what America is, brother. America is getting your truck fixed up at Russell's Truck Accessories.
Russell's Truck Accessories?
Yeah, Russell's Truck Accessories. They got chrome and aluminum wheels. They got big old mud crawling tires. They got lift kits so you can look down on the vegans and commies in their little compact cars. Russell's Truck Accessories. It's more American than Ronald Reagan playing home run derby with John Wayne.
Russell's Truck Accessories is located on South Stadium in Jonesboro.
God bless America and God bless Russell's Truck Accessories.
Raider pride.
Raider pride.
Raider pride.
Yeah, Raider pride. Raider pride. Raider pride.
Raider pride.
Raider pride.
Man, our school's pretty amazing.
I know. Kind of makes you just want to
break into song?
I like the faculty.
I like MTV.
I like the principal.
Although he paddled me.
We love the black hole.
We love our sports teams.
Raider pride, Raider pride, Raider pride, Raider pride. I like the lunchroom.
I like learning.
We love Nettleton. We love our family.
Raider pride, Raider pride, Raider pride, Raider pride.
In a world where trends come and go, there is one force that has remained strong for over a century. Raider pride.
Raider pride, we got some. Raider pride, we got some. Raider pride, we got some.
It has withstood tornadoes, witnessed a king, and welcomed new technology. It won't be stopped. It can't be stopped. Raider pride is forever. The heart of a Raider is strong and tenacious. It doesn't quit when the going gets tough. The heart of a Raider is faithful and true. It doesn't forget where it comes from. The heart of a Raider is friendly and kind. It makes friends easily and treats others with love and respect. It fights harder, stands taller, and strives for victory with no fear of defeat. The heart of a Raider belongs to Nettleton, where Raider pride is justified.
welcome to another broadcast of Raider Football on Nettleton Television. My name is Craig Miller, joined by my tag team partner, Coach Pat Massey. The Raiders have returned, and the hot temperatures have returned. Big showdown tonight, Nettleton versus Batesville. And, Coach Massey, anytime the Pioneers come to town, you know you're in for a battle.
Well, you got to have great respect for this program. Coach King has done a fantastic job with them. You know, they always in the playoffs, 2003 state champions, and you know, it's just an expected thing. You're going to be a football player over there, and they take tremendous pride in their program.
Well, they have a great program, as you mentioned, Coach, multiple state championships and a winning tradition. Now, this year's version of the Pioneers, hopefully I don't call them the Patriots tonight. If I do, you just slap me, Coach. But the Batesville Pioneers stumbled out of the gate. They're coming in 0-3. However, Coach, I have a feeling you're going to agree with me on this. Don't let that fool you. They have played a rugged non-conference schedule.
Oh, my gosh, they jumped right into the fire, out of the frying pan, you know. Little Rock Christian, a great program, and they played Searcy and Jonesboro, 2 6A programs right there. And, I mean, you know, Little Rock Christian, defending state champion. So tonight's going to be real interesting to see have them because they've just had a tough year already.
Yes, they have. And as Coach said, they're 0-3 in their non-conference as conference starts for both teams tonight. But those 3 games were brutal. They started off with the 5A state champions, the team that knocked off Pulaski Academy in the finals last year, Little Rock Christian. Little Rock Christian beat them 52-21. They played Jonesboro, and the Hurricane defeated them 35-7. And then last week, Searcy beat the Pioneers 62-42. So that's a couple of 6A teams, very good 6A teams, and the 5A state champions. Definitely a tough non-conference schedule. So they are 0-3, but as we said, do not let that 0-3 fool you into thinking that this Batesville team is not good. I will assure you we're going to be in for a battle tonight. As for the Raiders, they're coming in with a high-octane offense. The offense is averaging over 49 points per game, which is good. Coach, one thing that's not so good, however, the defense is giving up 33 points per game. So going to have a tough time stopping this balanced Batesville offense. That may be the key to the game right there.
Well, it will be. And, again, our youth and experience may be exposed. Batesville is one of the best football teams that I've ever coached against in regard to how they balance the run and the pass. And just about the time you think you're getting a tendency, they don't run a whole lot of things, but they'll give you several formations and changes, and they exploit your adjustments and your coverages real well. It's going to be a very, very tough ball game for us.
Always is whenever the Pioneers come to town, for sure, and we are about 12 minutes and 20 seconds away from kickoff. Let's go over the Raiders starting lineups. Now, one name that you're going to notice right off the bat that's missing is our running back, number 33, Nathan Young. Nathan is going to be out for an indefinite period of time. They're talking to Coach Hampton today because of some ligament damage in his knee. They're expecting him maybe to be back around week 8, I believe is what Coach said.
What I understand is he was on crutches, trying to take a little pressure off of it, and really not sure what the extent of the damage is right now. They're going to start putting him through some therapy and evaluate it, and that is the target right now, possibly, and he wants to get back earlier. It may happen.
Hopefully it will. I think the Raiders are in good hands tonight as far as their backup, though. The sophomore, Orion Pugh, can be wearing number 21 on his jersey, and that's a young man who had an outstanding season last year and helping lead the junior Raiders to a Conference 5A East championship. I really like the way that Orion Pugh runs the ball, and he's going to be counted on big tonight.
Opie will do a good job. He will give you all he has. Opie is a bigger running back. And he's still learning the moves and reading the cuts and things. And this game will be a big one for him because Batesville will be plugging up that line of scrimmage the best they can.
Joining Orion Pugh in the backfield is senior quarterback Cade Carter, off to an outstanding start this year, and he is going to be calling the signals tonight. Number 10, Cade Carter. The receivers, Kyle Tolley, Charles Moore, Devin Alexander, and the outlaw Josie Perkins. And that has been a group that has really done a good job for the Raiders this year, Coach.
Been a real high point because we had to replace a lot of receivers last year, and these guys all stepped in and got their chance to start, and they have produced well.
Speaking of high points, whenever you're talking about a high point of this offense, you got to be talking about the offensive line. The offensive line has been outstanding this year, anchored by Cooper Williams, who is outstanding young man. And, man, that was just a great article that the Jonesboro Sun run about Cooper Williams this week, written by our spotter extraordinaire, Sean Saunders.
I've been fortunate to coach the three brothers, and Cooper, they're all super intelligent young men, and Cooper can make all the calls, works extremely hard, still has to put on some weight and muscle, and he will, but he's been a real pleasant surprise for the coaches to step in and fill that position. So important.
Cooper Williams, who is a junior, correct?
That's right.
Yes, I remember last year, and I'm sure you do as well, Coach, at the Forest City game, we were struggling, and we put Cooper in at center, and that just seemed to right the ship. It's amazing in this spread offense how important that a good, reliable snapper is.
No, you got to have a good one. There's so many times you see low snaps, maybe high, but Cooper is right on target, does an excellent job, knows how to release the ball at the right point.
Flanking Cooper on the offensive line, the guard tandem of Jacob Taylor and Jacob Tarpley, a couple of outstanding young men, hard workers down there in the trenches. Rounding out the offensive line at left tackle is Alan Campbell, and at right tackle is Moses Williams, and that is the starters for the Raiders. The defensive starters tonight. Now tonight the Raiders are going with a little different look. 4-man front, 3 linebackers. The linemen, let's just start at defensive end. Jorge Salas getting the start. Justin Livingston, the other defensive end. And at defensive tackle, a couple of big sophomores, Ryan Crawford and Wynn Robinson. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Coach, this is Wynn's first start that he's getting tonight. I know you coached both of those guys last year, Crawford and Robinson. What do you think about the 2 big defensive tackles getting the start?
All the potential in the world. Wynn is a very large human being, like 6'6", probably. He's trying to lose a little weight or fat, as he told me the other day, but he's about 280, and we'll do a good job. We played him at nose, but this is part of Nettleton's package. They have a 4-man front. They call this 42, and because of all the counters and the power plays that Batesville will run, they feel like this is the best way to start the ball game out to see if they can slow them down.
Well, it's a big defensive line right there, and hopefully they'll be able to accomplish that task. The inside linebacker tonight starting is Cameron Scarlett. Cameron is still somewhat nursing a hand injury. I got a good look at it today, and it is healed up. Stitches are out, and he told me he is good to go tonight. He will be wearing some padding on that just to keep that wound from reopening. But Cameron Scarlett is going to be the backup quarterback, the backup running back, and the starting inside linebacker. Hey, we need a big game from number 8, Cameron Scarlett.
We call the Mike Backer. Yeah, and Cameron's just a great all-around athlete and will continue to progress as he gets each year in under his belt. I think the thing that's kind of weird about it is I offered to take those stitches out for him, and he refused that, and I couldn't understand why. No, I have him in class first period, and he wouldn't let me do the surgery.
Yeah, well, you're a health teacher. You're a health teacher, so you think he would trust you.
Yeah, I was going to wash my hands.
I know. I would trust the late, great Jake Darby. He was my health professor at ASU.
Dr. Darby. He was a great one.
Oh, the best. I would have trusted him. Well, I don't know if I'd trust him to operate on me, but I'd trust him with an awful lot of things. I promise you that.
He was a great man.
He really was. Outside linebackers, Charles Moore and Stephen Williams, a couple of young men that have done fantastic work for the Raiders this year. As far as the secondary goes, now, this quarterback for Batesville tonight, number 12, Eli Livingston. They say he does have a strong throwing arm and a very good complement of receivers. So the secondary will be tested tonight. Here's who the Raiders are starting in the secondary. At cornerback, it's Des Mitchell and Markellen Barber. Now, Des is coming off an injury, had a hamstring strain, but I guess he's 100% tonight, Coach.
Mm-hmm. We'll see how that goes, but let's hope it is.
And at safety, Tommy Scarborough and Jaquan Dent. And so these guys are going to be trying to stop the Pioneer passing attack. Well, we will take a short break. Whenever we come back, we will have the opening kickoff. It's Raiders. It's Pioneers. It's 5A East Conference football. Glad to have you along for the ride. You are watching Raider football on NTV.
They say being a Raider is about more than just going to school. They say being a Raider is about our community, about tradition. Kindergarten at Nettleton is about teachers that I love, learning that is fun. It's really about pride in what we do and who we are becoming. Raider pride is justified. Raider pride forever.
So don't forget it.
Mr. Miller lost his voice. No problem. I'll send in the replacements.
Woo! Woo, Daddy Mercy. Mercy, woo, Daddy. Handsome Johnny. How the heck do you edit on this thing?
Mr. McGrew, you're in photo booth.
What? This son of a...
Hey, that's all right. Good try, but I'll take it from here. Raider pride!
It's justified!
Collision Repair is celebrating their 40th anniversary. For 40 years, Collision Repair has had your back, getting your repairs done quickly using the best tools and technology. They've been able to keep you updated online throughout the repair process. No matter what the bad guys try, Collision Repair works with your insurance to make sure you don't have
the worst experience possible.
Here's to Collision Repair on their 40th anniversary.
Your friendly neighborhood body shop.
Uh-oh, guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Hey, Leslie, guess what day it is?
It's game day.
Jalen, how happy are students that go to Nettleton?
I'll say happier than DJ on game day.
Game day!
Be happy, be a Raider. Raider pride is justified.
For Terry Gray, rice farming isn't a profession, it's a way of life. As owner of Delaplaine Seed Company, Terry's been the region's rice tech leader for more than a decade. In the summer, Terry's not behind a desk. He can be found in rice fields giving advice, or he can be on your farm helping you put more bushels in your tanks and money in your pocket. From securing your hybrid rice to free on-farm delivery, let Terry help you be more profitable this season. Delaplaine Seed Company.
I'm a little bit country.
I'm a little bit rock and roll.
I love the height of feeling of a great pride car.
When I sing my alma mater, I feel it all night long.
I love my school with all my heart and soul.
I know I'm gonna be alright.
Wherever I go.
I'm a little bit country.
And a little bit rock and roll.
From the first time you held on to the time you let go, life is a series of unforgettable firsts. The ones that are planned and the ones that take you by surprise. We celebrate and support these firsts as we travel this journey with you, because firsts are what life is all about. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Front Page Cafe, home of the flying rolls. That's right, a place where the food comes flying to you, and it's good enough to eat. Front Page Cafe is also famous for our all-you-can-eat pass-arounds that come with every lunch or dinner. Lunch specials start at just $6.99. That includes a meal, flying rolls, and all the pass-arounds you can eat. So get your next home-cooked meal at Front Page Cafe. And don't forget, we've got the best old-fashioned breakfast in town. Front Page Cafe, home of the flying rolls.
Looking for a school can be like super overwhelming.
And we welcome you back to Raider Field, where we are just about 1 minute away from kickoff. We'll bring you the run-throughs here, but we'll let you know what happened in the coin toss. The Nettleton Raiders won the coin toss, and they elected to defer their option to the second half. And here come the Raiders right now. Batesville Pioneers will be receiving the opening kickoff, and the Raiders will receive the opening kickoff in the third quarter. That surprised you, Coach, that we decided to put our defense on the field first?
Well, a little bit. It's a little gamesmanship here, and evidently Nettleton wants to see if they can stop them, and if they can right off, this could be a positive for them.
We are glad to have you watching. I see a lot of activity already on our YouTube. Brandon Smith and Memphis saying, hey, Coach Massey, hey, Mr. Miller. Glad to have you guys listening. And, hey, go ahead and tell your friends. Call the neighbors. Wake the children. Let them know that it's Raider football. Watch party. That's right. Go. Raider football on NTV. And we are just about to get underway. The man with the golden foot, Michael Golden, is kicking off and back deep for Batesville. That's number 5 and number 10. Number 5 is Tevin Whitaker, and number 10 is a man that I do not have his jersey number. That could be problematic tonight. We'll see if we can't run that down for you. And actually, number 5, it's number 23 on your roster, but he's number 5, got the jersey. So note to all coaches out there, it really is a good thing when you keep your Max Preps updated so we can call out the right names. All right, high booming kick by Michael Golden into the end zone. That'll be a touchback, but there is a flag on the play.
Don't be interesting to see. Yeah, we got a backup 5.
Nettleton wasting no time getting that first penalty. Yeah, seems like every game that we've played here at home, we have been a penalty-riddled team.
It's been a trend for us, hasn't it?
Yes.
27 penalties over the last 2 games.
Over the last 2 games, 27 penalties. It's amazing how much stuff I know, isn't it? Just able to call out facts like that.
You're just a really intelligent guy. You hold all this in your mind?
Yeah, the fact that Jonesboro's son, Sean Saunders, is sitting here has nothing to do with me.
Sean knows a bunch too, doesn't he?
Spouting out all these interesting facts. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. So we're going to back it up 5 yards and do it again. The man with the golden foot, Michael Golden. Another high, deep kick, and this time it's fielded right at the 1-yard line. That is number 10, the player to be named later, and he is tackled by Jaquan Dent leading the charge. Also in on the stop is Doniquius Willis.
And did a good job. Put him down to 23 after having to back up another 5 yards for the kickoff. Michael did a good job.
That'll be a 22-yard return, and the Pioneers taking over 1st and 10 from the Raider 23. Great atmosphere here tonight. The Raider band sounding fantastic. If I could say one thing I would change about tonight, Coach, I would make it about 10 degrees cooler.
Being nice. It's not as hot as it has been, though.
That's true. 86 degrees here at game time. Livingston rolls to the left. Pass is complete. And number 2, that is Jace Doherty. He is thrown out of bounds by Des Mitchell. That'll be a first down for the Pioneers.
We're playing a zone coverage there. He ran our corner off and hit a little stop route with number 2. And it's a formation we call a Jordan formation. No tight end, which Batesville normally runs a tight end in a lot of their offense.
1st and 10 for Batesville as they have gained 15 yards on the first play from scrimmage. Raiders averaging 49 points per game, giving up 33 points per game. Batesville averaging over 40, or giving up over 40 points a game. The pass is complete. Again, out in the flats. Fumble on the play, recovered by the Raiders. Tommy Scarborough with the recovery, and that's the first turnover on the game. Raiders ball, big break early for the Raiders.
Super job. That time, Mitchell did a real good job. Well, actually, that was Markellen Barber. One of our sophomores did a good job avoiding the block and coming up and stopping him for about a 6-yard gain, and then his teammates helped strip the ball.
Love it. Love it. And that is Tommy Scarborough on the recovery, and the Raiders with a big break. One thing that Sean Saunders pointed out this week on the Twitter is the Raiders have been winning the turnover battle hands down this year. Cade Carter In the gun, Orion Pugh in the backfield. He's going to pass on the first play from scrimmage. He's got a man open. That's the outlaw Josie Wells. That's a touchdown for the Raiders. And just like in the Gosnell game, the first play from scrimmage, we get on the board with a touchdown pass.
Super job, super job. I had a feeling there with the ball that's sitting on about the 38. They thought we might try to be conservative and run it. And Clint Wilson dialed up a great play right there.
Yes. That was a thing of beauty. So the Raiders with a turnover and then a touchdown pass, and it is a great way to start things out here. Michael Golden looking for the holder, and the Raiders may have to call a timeout here, Coach, as the play clock is at 15. Tommy Scarborough, who recovered the fumble, is the holder, and he's running out. The play clock is at 10 seconds, 9-8, and we'll see if we can't get this thing off. 5, 4, 3, 2. They get it off. The hold is good. The kick is up, and, hey, it was a little bit of drama, but he got the job done.
Took a little time to get there. I thought the guy on the right here that was coming in was going to make the block, but Michael kicked it in the right spot and made him miss it.
And Tommy Scarborough showed up right in the nick of time to make that hold.
Of deferring really paid off right there.
It did. Whenever you get the early turnover right there, and that is things are falling the Raiders' way for sure so far. And
this program has grown so much in the belief that, we can win. We can play with anybody. We can beat anybody. And a lot of teams might say, well, look at the schedule Batesville's had. We can't beat them. We haven't played that level of competition. We're stepping up and doing a great job starting off.
Yes, we are. And, Coach, for years, I remember the Batesville game, well, just mark that down as a L. We can't compete with those guys.
I don't know, 15 years we lost to them in a row to the last two?
16 years. 16 years streak. And we've got our own streak. We've beat them 2 years in a row.
Yeah. I got to coach against them 7, and
never beaten them 3 years in a row.
We could put points on the board, but we could not I couldn't call the things to stop them.
Michael Golden on to kick for the second time in the game. Again, a high, deep kick into the end zone, and that's going to be a touchback. Now, Coach, it's interesting. This game has started out almost a carbon copy of the way the Gosnell game started out. A turnover, Tommy Scarborough with an interception in Gosnell, Tommy Scarborough with a fumble recovery in this one. First play from scrimmage, touchdown pass to the outlaw Josie Wells.
Mm-hmm. It was beautiful. I can't say enough about it. And kind of got we get the first punch. We draw a little bit of blood here, and Batesville's staggering a little bit. We'll see how they respond.
I believe I called Josie Perkins Josie Wells right there. My apologies to the Perkins family.
Great movie.
That is. That is. Livingston, the quarterback. Pitch out wide, and Cameron Scarlett just missed a tackle behind the line of scrimmage. And that's going to be a first down for Batesville.
Our strong safety and corner, we've got to get up there quicker. Linebacker's going to have to scrape because they're just pitching and trying to outrun us and cracking down on their blocking scheme.
It'll be 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. 14 yards on the play. Sifford, the ball carrier, the 47 on the carry right there. Tommy Scarborough, and as Des Mitchell wrestled him out of bounds, but I believe he got another first down. The ball carrier there was Ethan Ridgel.
This is more of what Batesville normally does. They had a tight end, what we call a twin set. They walked them over. The tight end was ineligible, and our outside backer did a good job of taking him on, but came up underneath, and the tailback was able to bounce outside.
The result is a first down, and that's the third one of this game for Batesville. We have yet to score. We have yet to make a first down, Coach.
So look at the scoreboard, baby.
Another big gain there by number 2, Jace Doherty. And they're going to move the chains again. Well, they're getting positive yardage on us every single play, Coach.
Well, even though we have a big defensive line, you look at their tackles. They're big, huge. They're very strong. They have a tremendous strength program at Batesville. And where we're getting beat is on the edges, the power play and the toss.
1st and 10 for the Pioneers. From under center, Livingston pitches back to Doherty. Doherty with room to run. He's across the 30, about the 26-yard line, and he is pushed out of bounds. There is a late flag.
Late on him.
Yeah, we're going to be called for a late hit there, Coach, and that's not what we need down there.
No, that'll tack it on and be about, should put the ball close to the 15 somewhere.
And that's one of those things that makes a coach's hair turn gray prematurely.
Amen to that.
Thankfully for Coach Hampton, he has no hair to
get gray.
To get gray, that's right.
His just fell out.
It'll be 1st and 10 at the Raider 15. 10 minutes and 14 seconds on the clock. Officially the 14-yard line. Thought that was going to be a sweep wide, but it's Charles Moore on the stop, and that is Ethan Ridgel on the carry. Gain of, call it 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
It's a very tough scheme. It's an old scheme. They're pulling the guard, leading up inside, kicking with him, and leading up inside with the fullback. A little half toss to the tailback and let him read, and we're having a very hard time with that right now.
Livingston from under center. 2 receivers wide left, 2 in the backfield. Little screen pass. And
Great
he is
job.
upended there
Good
by
hit.
Jaquan Dent. Big hit. He's going to be close to the first down. It'll be 3rd down and 1 at about the, what appears to be about the 7-yard line, 6-yard line. Big hit there by the Raider cornerback, Jaquan Dent.
He did a great job coming up. That's what a smaller guy has to do. Run through his legs, take him away. We've got to watch the freeze play here now. Don't give him a cheap first down.
Give to Ridgel up the middle with room, and I
G-scream.
believe he got in. Let's see if that, yes, it is a touchdown for Batesville as Ridgel punches it in from 6 yards out. Well, Batesville wasting no time, Coach, answering the Raiders' score.
No, they did a great job that time.
And makes the score 7-6. And on to attempt the extra point is number 17. That's Alejandro Medina.
They're still doing that thing to try you draw you off sides with that quick squat.
The kick is up, the kick is good, and we have ourselves a tie ball game, 7-7. Coach, if that drive is any indication, we're going to need more than 1 turnover to win this game tonight.
More than 1 would definitely help, but you know, as much as they ran the ball there and held on to it, you know, I think 3-4 passes tops. You know, to kind of keep that drive going. And that's the thing that makes it so tough. All of Batesville's passing is either a sprint or a play action look. So we work on the run, and all of a sudden we bite up on the run, and there goes the pass.
Tough for a defensive coordinator to cover everything.
It can be frustrating, baby.
7-7 the score, 8:52, and I tell you, this is a couple of high-octane offenses. Of course, Nettleton averaging over 49 points per game, and Batesville they hung 42 on Searcy last week. So
we can definitely put some points on the board, and that's at this point kind of looks like maybe that's what we're going to have to do to stay in the ball game. The last time I got to coach against this team, we put 40-something points on the board, but my defense gave up 54. So, you know, we matched up pretty well, but couldn't do enough to stop them.
Medina kicks off and is heading toward the sideline. Josie Perkins fields it at the 10, makes a cut. He's got a little bit of room. Perkins at the 40, 45, 50. He could go. Perkins at the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Raiders, and I do not see any flags.
Great job.
How about that? Josie
I don't know
Perkins.
who it was, but right around the 40, somebody made a great pickup on the cutback.
It's 25 through the block to freedom.
We think that's Daniquius Willis, who made the big block right there.
Another true sophomore. Playing a lot of those on this Nettleton team this year.
Well, he sure sprung that one. Good
He's
block
really
by Willis.
grown up and improved a lot. He didn't even start for us early last year in the 9th grade. And by the end of the year, he was starting and just made great progress.
Michael Golden on for the extra point. Snap, hold, kick, almost blocked, but he does get it off. And
we have to get our timing down just a little quicker. We had a good snap, and I thought a good hold. Gonna have to attack it a little quicker.
The Raiders up 14-7. They've scored 2 touchdowns, only 1 first down.
That's always been a peeve of mine. The offense scores too quick. You know, let's slow it down just a little bit. You don't run a few plays before you put a touchdown up.
Yeah, defense needs a breather every so often.
Yeah, it might help. Man. And that's a point I was thinking about a while ago, Craig. Batesville brings 75 kids into this stadium tonight. They're almost solid 2 platoon on both sides of the ball. And we have so many kids playing both ways. That will be a factor later on in the second half for sure.
Conditioning, especially on a night when it's 86 degrees at game time. Might have to have a word with Ryan Vaughn. He has really messed us up with this weather so far this fall, Coach.
You know, I'm not going to be able to work on my tan tomorrow because the temperature's a little colder than normal.
Michael Golden, who is staked the Raiders out to a 14-7 lead with that PAT, and he is on to kick off.
128 all-purpose yards already for
Josie Perkins already with 128 all-purpose yards with a touchdown reception and a kickoff return for a touchdown. That's a touchback right there, and Batesville will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20. Do want to say great big thanks to Consolidated Insurance. Let's just go ahead and say it. We're in the Consolidated Insurance broadcasting booth right now. How about that?
That's great.
Randy and Lena Johnson.
Feel very safe up here.
Yes. Yes, very good.
Randy and I went to school together. You probably didn't know that.
I did not realize that. A couple of old Hurricanes.
Mm-hmm. That's the famous Batesville counter, and we did a great job on that. Be careful going too high with your tackle.
Yeah, Stephen Williams throws him down. Thankfully, did not get called for a face mask or a horse collar there.
For years, they'd run that almost every 3rd play. It's the first time they've run the true counter tonight.
Gain of 1. It'll be 2nd down and 9 as the clock is just over 8 minutes here in the first quarter. Stands are full. We had Pee Wee cheerleaders tonight, and it looks like the Pee Wee cheerleaders brought an awful lot of moms and dads and grandmas, grandpas, aunts, and uncles. Great crowd here at Raider Field for this 5A East Conference action. Livingston from under center. He's going to throw.
Go get it.
Yeah, that's a lateral. The ball goes out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. I believe we kind of stopped a little bit on that one, Coach. That would have been nice to have a scoop and score.
Actually, we were kind of moving there, and the receiver stopped, and his coaches went crazy. Then he picked it up, and we tried to turn it up a notch. But
12 gets credit for the 10-yard loss.
Anytime you throw that ball parallel and it hits the ground, you always go after it. That's a rule that these coaches preach and teach.
Be 3rd down and 20. Des Mitchell gets the credit for the tackle for the loss. Definitely a passing down as Pioneers from the gun. Low snap, fielded by Livingston. Ball is almost picked off. Tommy Scarborough with a little tip drill almost got his 2nd interception of the game. As it is, it's 4th down and long. And
Tommy was getting ready to come up and make a big hit, and when the receiver deflected the ball, it startled him.
Got to start calling Tommy big play, Scarborough.
There you go. Sounds good to me.
Josie Perkins back deep to return this punt. That's Roy Vera, the punter. The Raiders get their first true stop of the game. He kicks from the goal line. Josie Perkins, he fumbles it, and let's see who's got it. It's a scrum for it. And
he pointed our way, I thought.
Pointed the good guy's way. Oh, it's Batesville's way. As Josie Perkins came up to try to make the play, and that's not an easy play to make, fielding a punt, especially
and the receiver, the coverage was right on top of him. I don't fault him for that. You just have to finish looking it in. I think he started to run. He did get the ball, didn't have it tucked away, and they were able to rip it out of his arms.
So big break for Batesville right there, with 7:29 remaining in the first quarter. As Nettleton was looking at outstanding field position. Just going to have to get another stop here. Raider defense. 4 men on the line of scrimmage. From under center, the pitch. That's a very good tackling there by the defensive line. Cameron Scarlett leading the charge. And that'll be a short gain. Good to see number 8 come in there and stick his nose in that one.
That's super. We've got to come in, with that many people on the ball, we got to be punching and ripping at it.
Gain of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for Batesville. Want to remind everybody, it's coffee day tomorrow at Shadrachs Coffee. Go to Shadrachs, you get 9 punches on your punch card. 10 punches, you get a free cup of coffee. They're basically giving away free coffee tomorrow at Shadrachs. 4 locations in Jonesboro. Shadrachs Coffee is fuel for your soul. Livingston from under center. Back to pass. It is complete for a first down. Tackled over there by Des Mitchell and Charles Moore, and they will move the sticks as Batesville will get a 1st and 10 at the Raider 38.
We are giving them a lot of respect. We bailed out. We were 8 yards off that stop route. No way we could cover that.
Coach Dave King is as wily as they come, and he will take what the defense gives him.
He's a very good coach, has had an excellent staff that's been with him for years.
Very well respected coach here at Nettleton especially. A little sweep left, gain of about 6. That is Doherty, number 2 on the carry, the junior running back.
You know what that was right there, Craig. You've heard of the Green Bay sweep? There you go. Batesville High School, 2019, run the 1965-66 Green Bay sweep.
Vince Lombardi would be proud.
Oh, it's a thing of beauty.
I formation out there. Give to Doherty, and he is hit in the backfield. That's Jorge Salas and Charles Moore making the stop. No gain. Big play there by Salas and Moore.
Jorge did a great job, took on the block, peeled off for the tackle, slipped by him, but he continued to roll to try and wrap him up. Love that effort.
Nice job by Salas and Charles Moore on the assist there. It'll be 3rd down and 4 for the Pioneers. Batesville again in the old I formation. Somewhere Pat Hawk is smiling. He fakes to the tailback. He's rolling out to the right. The pass is complete.
There's hold right there. You got to call that.
And then no flags down. He's close to the first down. I believe he's got the first down. First down, Pioneers.
We need a call right there to help us. That's tough, you get the play action away, what we call a woggle or a boot. They pull the guard out to lead. Quarterback does a good job of hiding the ball, and we didn't have any linebackers there to help.
The result is a 1st and 10 for the Pioneers. 5 minutes and 7 seconds to play here in the first quarter of a very action-packed game. 3 men in motion, heavy to the right.
They weren't set.
Running to the right.
Pull it out.
Rip
the ball now.
Stephen Williams doing his best to strip the ball carrier there, number 47. As Ethan Ridgel, gain of 3. We'll call that gain of 4. 2nd down and 6.
I'm so thankful for the new down markers with lights. It's great for old people.
Yeah, you can see that number 2 from You can see that from the high school.
Sure can.
2nd down and 6. Once again, the Pioneers going the I formation. Rolling out to his left this time. Pass is incomplete, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Carson Douglas. It'll be 3rd down and 6 for Batesville.
Brigham Young University made that play famous. They did not pull a guard out to lead. They used to call that naked. But when you bring the guard, you call it boot. Same play, but that's been around since the 80s, mid-80s, when Brigham Young was such a power throwing the football.
Looked like an almost exact replica of the play, the run to the
Well,
right side over here.
They just called out and
run it to the other side.
you can call it woggle, you can call it counter pass, 2 or 3 things. But their quarterback does a tremendous job.
3rd down and 6. And I believe that's going to be offsides against the Raiders, which will make it 3rd down and 1. The old penalty bug biting us again here tonight. 4 minutes and 18 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Want to say a shout out to producer Ryan Bell, working hard over there, pushing buttons and turning knobs. Actually, that's false started against him. They must have drawn us off, and that's good news, Coach. Instead of 3rd down and 6, it's going to be 3rd down and 11.
Nice to have a call go our way like that.
It sure is. I thought we were going to be looking at 3rd and 1. 3rd and 11 is a whole lot better than 3rd and 1.
Amen.
Coach Dave King over there showing little emotion about it, so he must have agreed with the call. It's 3rd down and 11.
Coach King will probably take care of that in the film meeting Monday.
Nettleton with 4 on the line of scrimmage. He's rolling to his left. Cameron Scarlett providing pressure. He's keeping it, and he breaks a tackle and gets down to the 10-yard line. And Raiders got to do a little better job of tackling than that if they're going to stop this Pioneer offense. They got the first down.
He ducked his head. You have to see what you hit. Your head's got to be up. But, you know, again, when a guy is stronger than you are, you've got to just go rip his knees out. The heck with all this hawk tackling and form, you know, just use your strengths, and your strength is taking his shins away.
Hit him low. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Raider 12-yard line. Batesville once again in the I formation. 2 receivers to the left. He rolls left, gives left to Doherty. Tackle made. Charles Moore. Gain of 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Privileged to have the great Buddy Nichols on the PA mic tonight.
Is that Buddy?
That's Buddy Nichols. Right. And you're talking to a guy that I've done my fair share of PA at this field. I'm telling you right now, Buddy Nichols is the best in the business. Longtime voice of the ASU Indians.
When I was out there, he was doing it.
Yes, he is the best. Sweep to the right, and he waltzes into the end zone. Little pass number 47, Ethan Ridgel on the carry. That's the 2nd touchdown of the game for Ridgel. And that one is from how many yards out, Sean? 9-yard run. 14-13. The kick is up and good, and the score is all tied up at 14 with 3 minutes and 27 seconds to play here in the first quarter. 28 points in the first quarter. A lot of action here so far tonight, Coach, and it's very unfortunate. The Raiders were in a great position to take advantage of a defensive stop, and unfortunately the turnover hurt us.
Yeah, it did hurt us, but, you know, See the coaches down on the sideline, Coach Hampton out there with his defense, pat him on the back. Nothing to be ashamed of. It's like the old analogy of the prize fight. You're punching, you're taking some, you're giving some. So let's see if we'll stay in the fight with them here.
And that's why this game is very good at preparing young men for life. Nobody goes through life undefeated.
I believe that. Yeah, I really do. Seen a lot of guys grow through this. And, we were talking today, myself and some of the junior high coaches, about a few of the guys that are starters now that didn't even play for us last year, but they worked extremely hard in the off season, and they become very good football players.
And you can bet that's going to serve them well in life, in the real world.
They'll meet the challenges.
Being diligent, overcoming adversity. Good life lessons taught out here on the field, whether you win or you lose. We're all tied up at 14, 3 minutes and 27 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Pioneers kick it deep. Josie Perkins at the 12, and he's out past the 30, and nice tackle there as Perkins looked like he one block away maybe from springing another one.
One block, and the guy was, our blocker was a little hesitant. He didn't want to get a penalty. He thought he might have had a bad position, but that's a great return. Josie is getting a real touch for this.
He puts the Raiders in good field position to start off. It'll be 1st and 10 at the Raider 39-yard line.
Returned one for a touchdown in the benefit game.
The benefit game in Osceola, Josie Perkins returned one. Cade Carter in the backfield. Orion Pugh with him. Give is to Pugh up the middle. He is met in the backfield immediately, and there's that man again. Ethan Ridgel scored 2 touchdowns already for Batesville, and he makes a tackle in the backfield right there.
Batesville jumped down to what we call a double eagle that time, playing a zero technique over the center and 2 threes, plugging those B backer was kept free to just scrape and make a play. Good change up for them. Now they're back in their 50, it looks like.
2nd down and 11, and that is only the second offensive play for the Raiders, who've got 14 points. Cade Carter going deep. Wide open is Kyle Tolley, and he misses the ball, and that was going to be 6.
He was so, 15 yards behind? That's one of those things where, oh my gosh, look at where I am, and the ball was just a tad behind him.
A little bit. As he reached back for it, he's unable to find the handle on it, and it'll be 3rd down and 11.
Cade had some hard pressure coming to his throwing arm that time.
Just hadn't been targeted much this year.
Carter from the gun. Orion Pugh in the backfield. Balanced receivers, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Pass is complete to Josie Perkins. He spins, fighting for the 1st down, and he's going to be close, Coach. Let's see what kind of spot we get. It's going to be 4th down and 1, it looks like. You go for it here, Coach?
Don't talk to me. I'm defensive coach. You know what I'm going to say. You got a tie score, you're in the ball game, punt it, make them drive. You see what happened the first big drive we had them in. We made them punt it.
Cade Carter from the gun. It does appear we're going for it. Orion Pugh in the backfield. Josie Perkins in motion. The give is to Pugh. Pugh up the middle has the 1st down. Nice run by Orion Pugh. So Coach Hampton gambling and paying off right there.
You just lower your head and go get it. That's good football right there. Don't be looking to make cuts. Lower your head, get the 1st down. Great job for Opie.
That's Orion Pugh, the sophomore running back. Nathan Young, the starter, he is injured. And we do have an injured Raider down, and that's going to be Orion Pugh, who is right there in the middle of the oval end. Medical staff checking him out. He is he's clutching his left leg, and Coach, that looks like a cramp to me.
Let's hope so. We haven't run enough plays really to cramp up, and it's a cooler night, but I don't know.
Yeah, they're stretching him out as if it was a
Batesville's
cramp.
trainer kind of ran out there and took over. I don't know what's going on with that. Our trainer is very apt.
Yes,
very
he is.
Professional.
Yes, he is. We appreciate Ryan very much. He does a great job with our student athletes here. Coach Hampton out there checking on him, and The backup running back tonight, in case you were wondering, is Cameron Scarlett.
There we go.
Orion is up and walking on his own power.
I think that's what Ryan was working on, was that left ankle. So hopefully that'll loosen up. And
yeah, he just lost his mouthpiece out there, and
that's right. Bree's got it. She's right on top of it.
The water girl noticed it, and I ask Bree every day in the lunchroom if she'll go give me some water, and she never will.
Yeah, it's amazing. I wonder why.
2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Raiders 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line of the Pioneers.
All right, move the chains now. Let's go.
Devin Alexander wide right. Yeah, but that's Cameron Scarlett in the backfield with Cade. The give is to Scarlett. Scarlett running left side. Tough run, and he makes, after about a gain of 1, he is swarmed by some Pioneers.
I like to see that shifting. Make the defense see they're flipping to our strength, so that puts them out of position and makes them a little bit slower. I think we could have picked up a few more with a little cut inside, but, hey, he ran hard, did a good job getting what he could.
That's Cameron Scarlett's first run as a running back this year. 2nd down and 8 for the Raiders. Cade Carter, Cameron Scarlett sharing the backfield. Packed in formation. Josie Perkins in motion wide left. He's going for Kyle Tolley. What a catch by Kyle Tolley. And Kyle hauls this one in. He's down inside the 10-yard line. Excellent reception there by KT Kyle Tolley.
Oh, he's doing a great job. They came up, they played a 10-man front, and they sent the house after us. We did a good job of picking it up. Kyle made a great move. I thought he was pushing on the corner a little bit there, but not enough to warrant anything. Did a great job.
Excellent pass again by Cade Carter, and he has been sharp tonight. It'll be 1st down and goal from the 7. 40 yards on that completion, and a great downfield catch by Kyle Tolley. The give is to Cameron Scarlett. Cameron Scarlett running hard off left side, and he is down to the 5-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and goal to go from the 5. Trying to look for Opie down on the sidelines and see if he's being worked on there by Brian right down there in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
Carter in the backfield. Charles Moore and Cameron Scarlett flanking him in the backfield. The give is to Cameron Scarlett, and he is tackled immediately. That's number 81. Justin Llewellyn on the stop. It'll be 3rd down and goal from the 5. No gain on that play.
That is a formation referred to as the Jordan formation, and their linebackers are cross king. So when Cameron came, that backer came, the Allen kid came.
That's the end of the first quarter right there. Your score, Batesville 14, Nettleton 14, but Nettleton knocking on the door. When we come back, we'll have the second quarter for you. Heck of a game here tonight at Raider Field. So glad to have you watching along on YouTube. We'll be right back after these messages. You're watching Raider Football on NTV.
Terry Gray, rice farming isn't a profession, it's a way of life. As owner of Delaplaine Seed Company, Terry's been the region's rice tech leader for more than a decade. In the summer, Terry's not behind a desk. He can be found in rice fields giving advice, or he can be on your farm helping you put more bushels in your tanks and money in your pocket. From securing your hybrid rice to free on-farm delivery, let Terry help you be more profitable this season. Delaplaine Seed Company.
Collision Repair is celebrating their 40th anniversary. For 40 years, Collision Repair has had your back, getting your repairs done quickly using the best tools and technology. They've been able to keep you updated online throughout the repair process. No matter what the bad guys try, Collision Repair works with your insurance to make sure you don't have
the worst experience possible.
Here's the Collision Repair on their 40th anniversary.
Your friendly neighborhood body shop.
Quarter just getting underway. We're all tied up 14-14, but the Raiders have it 3rd down and goal on the 5. Cade Carter from the gun. He's back to pass. A lot of pressure, and he is going to be tackled at the 20-yard line, and he's a little bit shaken up there. Ball comes loose.
Come on, Cade. Come on.
Cade may have fallen on the ball, perhaps. That might have, but he is down, and it appears to be in some pain. So let's hope that Cade is all right, because, Coach, I know we'd move Cameron to quarterback, but I don't know who we'd run in as the running back.
I don't either, but I know our coaching staff has looked at all these scenarios, and we will line up and have someone to put in there.
Well, that's
I don't know what our depth situation is with that.
That is a secondary concern right now for sure. Obviously, the main thing that we're concerned about is the health and well-being of our senior quarterback, Cade Carter. He is lying on his back, arms out. And maybe you saw something in that tackle that I did not see, Coach. It didn't look like an overly hard hit.
Well, actually, we were running a slip route. We put our Z in motion, and we were going to slip across the middle, and he was going to be uncovered. But the pressure came right up in Cade's face, and he had to turn and scoot. And so I didn't really – I was watching to see if the receiver was making the cross. I didn't see well enough. I think he's going to be okay. Maybe, as you said, just kind of knock the breath out of him. Obviously has to leave the game for at least one play.
Cade is up.
There we go. That's it. I like that. It's golden time.
It's golden time, in the words of Sean Saunders up here, and it's a good time for the Raiders senior kicker to come on and make this a 3-point game, a 17-14 game. Cade seems to be walking just fine. Maybe he got the breath knocked out of him right there. That hurts, and that will scare the daylights out of you whenever that happens. This will be a 33-yard attempt.
His leg goes well beyond this, but again, we got to have a good snap and hold, and he can make it.
And protection is the key word here. Snap, hold, the kick is blocked, and it is picked up by Batesville. That is number 30, and he is off to the races. Actually, that's number 5, and that's a touchdown. Boy, what a revolting development. That's Tevin Whitaker, who picks up the blocked field goal and returns it all the way. 70-yard blocked field goal return, and Batesville takes a 6-point lead on a shocking play.
Maybe that was a tidal wave of surge as they came in. They just pushed us back, and I thought the snap and hold looked good.
Both teams with a special teams touchdown now in this one.
That's the second special teams touchdown of the night. The Raiders with the first one on the Josie Perkins return. And that is a big play for Batesville. Kick is up and good, and Batesville takes their first lead of the game, 21-14, with 11 minutes and 34 seconds to play in the half. Something you don't see every day, something I can't recall seeing at Raider Field, a blocked field goal returned all the way for a touchdown.
Yeah, you're exactly right. You don't see it very often, and Batesville knew the rule, picked it up and ran well. I think we did too. We just couldn't catch him.
Yes. Yes, Tevin Whitaker picked it up, and he took that thing to the house. Orion Pugh getting his ankle taped up down on the trainer's table. Looking for number 10, Cade Carter, to see if he's getting ready to run out with the first offense. He may be under that 10 over there, I guess,
he's
Coach.
right down there on the sideline talking to Clint. I think he's getting ready to go.
Yeah, I think he's all right. Very good sign. It appears Cade is just
observed the coaches talking to our holder, and so they may have been concerned about something on the hold of that field goal attempt.
Did not see him block
Alejandro Medina to kick off, and Josie Perkins back deep for the Raiders. See if they continue to kick the ball to number 84, and they do. Backs him up right about the 1 yard line. Oh, watch that block there. Yeah, that's a penalty marker, and it doesn't matter how far he goes. He gets down to the 38, but that's coming back as that's a block in the back against the Raiders. So that will negate an excellent return, another excellent return by Josie Perkins.
Observed over the years, I'm not a real bright guy, but Josie is the only man deep, and they continue to kick the ball right to him, and he does an excellent job on returns. He's standing down on the 10-yard line. I'd kick it over near one of the numbers. Make him work, chase the ball down a little bit, help your coverage.
It's as if they are handing us a stick to beat them over the head and shoulders with.
That's, like I say, I'm not real bright, but I can make that adjustment.
After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 10 Raiders from their own 12. So a very costly penalty right there by the Raiders. Cade Carter in. He's all by himself, empty backfield. 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left.
And
now Ryan Pugh is back. Good to see number 21 back out on the field. 11:21 to play in the second quarter. Carter looking downfield, throws the ball away, and that is as he was getting pressure.
I like it.
And evidently Devin Alexander, the man in the area, and that is what's keeping us, I guess, from being a grounding. Was he in the tackle, within the tackle box?
Yeah, they.
Oh, in high school, it does not matter.
Exactly.
Okay. So maybe the Raiders caught a break right there.
At least he threw in the direction, okay? I mean, we got lucky on that one. Got a break.
We'll take it. 2nd down and 10. Carter gives to Orion Pugh. Hit in the backfield. He keeps on running, and he is swarmed by the Pioneers. Gets about the 15-yard line, and that's where it'll be 3rd down and 7. Gain of 3 for Orion. I want to say thanks to our good friend Mickey Feltz, Front Page Cafe, for sponsoring tonight's broadcast.
Chocolate gravy, baby.
Chocolate gravy. That sounds awfully good. I may just have to go get me some chocolate gravy and bacon tomorrow. 3rd down and 7. Carter back to pass. Complete to Devin actually incomplete as Devin Alexander is out of bounds. So it'll be 4th down and 7.
Would have had enough for the first. Good route, good call.
It'll bring out the punting unit. And if you want, as Cameron Scarlett's going to be doing the punting, if you want to personify momentum, you might say that Uncle Mo is wearing a white jersey right now.
That's right, but we're staying after old Mo.
Nettleton will call a timeout. I tell you what, we will take it with them with 10 minutes and 33 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Your score is Batesville 21, Nettleton 14. You're watching Raider football on NTV.
Page Cafe, home of the flying rolls. That's right, a place where the food comes flying to you, and it's good enough to eat. Front Page Cafe is also famous for our all-you-can-eat pass-arounds that come with every lunch or dinner. Lunch specials start at just $6.99. That includes a meal, flying rolls, and all the pass-arounds you can eat. So get your next home-cooked meal at Front Page Cafe. And don't forget, we've got the best old-fashioned breakfast in town. Front Page Cafe, home of the flying rolls.
And we welcome you back to Raider Field. 10 minutes and 33 seconds remaining in the first half. The Pioneers have taken a 21-14 lead over the Raiders. On to punt is Cameron Scarlett. And the Pioneers have a couple of guys back deep. Whitaker is number 5, and I believe that other one is Jack Lanier. High punt, fair catch called, and Whitaker fields the punt at the 45-yard line. That's where Batesville will take over 1st and 10. Appreciate our great friends from First Community Bank sponsoring the game tonight. Mentioned David Daniel. David Daniel working for First Community Bank. He's in the house tonight supporting the Raiders. Alan Williams, the president, is not a better friend than Nettleton than Alan Williams, and First Community Bank. Appreciate their great sponsorship. Livingston from under center. Gives to Doherty. Doherty with some running room to the right side. He's got the first down, and they're going to move those chains. Stephen Williams on the tackle over there on the far side. Batesville with a hurry up, and flag on the play. Doherty on the carry, but that one may be coming back. Preliminary indication is holding against Batesville.
Doing a little bit of Gus Malzahn there. Break the huddle quick, get up there. I don't really feel like they were set.
That's a spot foul. It'll be
sideline warning against us.
42-yard line, and a sideline warning against Nettleton. Now, what would have caused that, Coach?
Well, we have too many players up in that white box. Our players have to stay in the black box behind, and so evidently the officials and the coaches have to dodge the side judge. So somebody must have bumped into somebody down there, and we got a warning for that.
Hope it was not one of our NTV cameramen. Rolling left is Livingston, and the ball is incomplete. It's intended for Whitaker, and it'll be second down. That was not a loss of down on that holding penalty. It'll be 2nd down and 18 for the Pioneers.
It's a good job by Charles coming up and putting some pressure on. Like to see him get his hands up, make him throw the ball just a little higher.
Second down and 18. 2 receivers wide left. He gives to his tailback.
That was a block in the back.
And Rangel wrestled out of bounds. But I believe he is close enough to the first down. Actually, he's going to be a little bit short of the first down. That's Ridgel, Ethan Ridgel. My apologies to the Ridgel family. Gain of 17 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 1 for Batesville. They got to the line of scrimmage quickly, got the first down and then some on the quarterback sneak. It may be 1st down and goal after that. Boy, what a push there by the Batesville offensive line.
Well, we just weren't down and ready. We got up a little high. They got under us and drove us back.
13 yards on the sneak.
It'll be 1st down and 10. Looks like the ball's at the 12-yard line. 13 yards on that quarterback sneak. Good play there by Coach King. Good play call.
Now they're giving us an unbalanced set.
Ridgel, the ball carrier, and he is tackled inside about the 5-yard line.
We're not sliding over it.
Being
outnumbered, they're putting 4 men on the right side of the center and putting a near back over there. Let's see if they do it again. Yep, unbalanced again, power.
Penalty markers down.
Evidently they didn't get set.
They are moving at a very high tempo right now, are the Pioneers. That one's going to be backed up. That's false start against Batesville, and I'm like you, Coach. I don't think they got set there.
It's been a little questionable on several of those hurry-up plays they've run.
So it'll be 2nd down and 8 for Batesville from the Raider 10. 9 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Clock ticking. Livingston from under center, backs up. He's looking to throw, and it is incomplete. That's intended for number 10. The player to be named later. Feel sorry for the young man. You can't call his name if you don't.
Who's that?
Starling. Storley. Okay, Will Storley is his name. Thank you.
The Phantom player.
Yes. The player to be named later. Incomplete pass stops the clock at 8 minutes and 44 seconds. Batesville again quick to the line.
And they've got a timeout now.
Nettleton elects to take a timeout. We will take that timeout with them. There's 8 minutes and 44 seconds remaining here in the first half. Your score, Batesville 21, Nettleton 14. You're watching Raider football on NTV.
They say being a Raider is about more than just going to school. They say being a Raider is about our community, about tradition. Kindergarten at Nettleton is about teachers that I love, learning that is fun. It's really about pride in what we do and who we are becoming. Raider pride is justified. Raider pride forever.
And we welcome you back to beautiful Raider Field. Wonderful night, huge crowd, stands full of Raider fans, and a great group of people from Batesville over there across the way. You probably can see all the orange in the bleachers. Good high school football game going on here tonight. The Pioneers lead the Raiders 21-14. It's 3rd down and 8. Big play coming up here from Batesville. Little sweep to the right. That's Ridgel, and Ridgel is stopped just short of the goal line. He does get the first down, but he's upended before he can make it into the end zone. It'll be 1st down and goal from the Pioneers. It looks like he's at the 1-yard line.
Well, then, here we go with the pitch sweep again, and we came up with some support, but we're not hitting them in the shins, and we're missing tackles. We had a chance for him to be about 3 or 4 yards short. Quarterback sneak. Here we go.
No, that's a false start. Yeah.
Quarterback sneak, and he's in the end zone. However, there is a flag on the play, and the man in the white hat says it's a false start against Batesville. And when it's 1st and goal on the 1-yard line, that's a tough penalty for the Pioneers.
It's a great penalty. I'm happy to see it.
Got a score update. Our man Sean Saunders says at halftime, Valley View leads Paragould 7-0 up in Greene County. It's a little closer than.
A little surprising to me.
A little closer than we thought it might have been. 7 points separates these two teams as Batesville leads the Raiders 21-14. Give to Ridgel. He bounces out left side, looking for some room, finds it, and he goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Batesville, and it is 27-14. The Pioneers up 2 scores right now.
I'm wondering, we had a running back at Arkansas State back in the early 80s named Tony Ridgel. And I believe Tony was out of the Little Rock, North Little Rock area. I'm wondering if this might be a relative of his.
It's not a very common name.
No, it's not.
And the young man is an excellent football player. He's probably has some athletic talent in his family. You very well may be right. That is Ridgel's 3rd touchdown, and it makes it 28-14. So the Raiders, it was at the end of the first quarter, it was all tied up at 7, and as the second quarter started, it was 3rd down and goal on the 5-yard line, and boy, things have just really gone south since then with the blocked field goal returned all the way for a touchdown, and that gave Batesville their first lead. And then Batesville tacking on right there, 28-14. 8 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Nettleton will get the ball back at the beginning of the third quarter. That's very important.
Batesville is showing us a lot of their strength there. They basically ran 3 plays. Pitch sweep, the G scheme, and then the power play off tackle, which we've been plugging up, but they've been bouncing. We're not getting the scrape we need to help finish that off.
That's when it comes down to the Jimmy and Joes more so than the X's and O's. Medina to kick, Perkins, and let's see if they kick it to Josie Perkins again. Right to him. It's a shallow kick. Yeah. He's at the 30, and he fights his way through to the 40-yard line. Man, I like the way that Josie Perkins is returning the ball tonight, Coach.
Doing a fantastic job. And that time they made him run about 10, 15 yards to his left. Had to cut up, so it took it away. Sometimes you don't know what kickers think, you know. I've always thought they were very unique people, kickers. I was fortunate enough to get to coach a couple at Arkansas State, and there's a few that we called head cases.
And as you know, Coach, if you're dealing with 15, 16, 17-year-old kids, you never know what they're thinking either. Cade Carter passes to Devin Alexander. Devin to the 40. It'll be a short gain. And that looked like, if I'm not mistaken, that was Jaquan Dent in the backfield with Cade.
Well, we faked the pitch sweep to the bunch set and ran our flash screen backside and just didn't pick up but a yard with it. But that keeps them guessing, keeps them moving.
If you're wondering where number 33 is tonight, Nathan Young, he is injured. Going to be out for several weeks. Hope to have him back. And the Raiders sure missing number 33 here tonight. He's a dangerous running back. Hope to have him back. The pass is complete to a diving Devin Alexander. He picks it up and tries to advance it. Unfortunately, in high school, if you hit the ground, the ball is down. But, man, what a catch by Devin Alexander.
Did a good job. Great job.
He was
Move the change, baby.
He was like, I see him on Sundays jump up and run. Why can't I do it? Nice pass by Cade Carter, 26 yards on the completion, and good to have a little momentum going the Raiders' way here. Just under 7 minutes remaining here in the first half. Batesville up 2 scores. Josie Perkins in motion to give us to Jaquan Dent. Jaquan running hard down to about the 20-yard line. He has got a first down. Good, tough run there by Jaquan.
Great job. Showed some speed. There's another back for us.
It's the first time Jaquan has carried the ball for us, and it's a good sign.
You can book it. He has been worked there in practice.
Yeah, this Raider coaching staff got the boys ready. Batesville elects to take a timeout. We're going to let you hear from one of our wonderful sponsors while they talk things over down on the field. There's 6 minutes and 29 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Your score, Batesville 28, Nettleton 14. You're watching Raider football on NTV.
America. Is it a bald eagle soaring over a Virginian sunrise?
I'll tell you what America is, brother. America is getting your truck fixed up at Russell's Truck Accessories.
Russell's Truck Accessories?
Yeah, Russell's Truck Accessories. They got chrome and aluminum wheels. They got big old mud crawling tires. They got lift kits so you can look down on the vegans and commies in their little compact cars. Russell's Truck Accessories. It's more American than Ronald Reagan playing home run derby with John Wayne.
Russell's Truck Accessories is located on South Stadium in Jonesboro.
God bless America and God bless Russell's Truck Accessories.
We welcome you back to Raider Field, where the Raiders driving here, trailing by 14 with 6:29 to play in the first half. Cade Carter, the quarterback. Jaquan Dent in the backfield. In motion is Josie Perkins, wide right. Carter drops straight back. Over the middle, he's got Perkins. Touchdown, Raiders. The third touchdown of the game for the outlaw Josie Perkins on a perfect pass by Cade Carter. Kay did get hit hard down there, but, boy, he threw a dime, as the kids are saying these days.
Our coaches are talking to the white hat about it. He should have protected him, done a better job. But we ran a combination route down right here, and we ran a little comeback route and then a post. The safety bit on the comeback. Corner could not get over the post route, and we got our 6.
How many yards was on that reception, Sean? 22-yard pass. Michael Golden on to kick. The kick is blocked. Now, you cannot advance a point after attempt. And the Raiders will be trailing by 8 after the blocked PAT.
That snap was a little bit high.
Snap was a little bit high, but that's been an area of concern all year for the Raiders is the blocking on point afters. We have the best field goal kicker in the state, but it's kind of tough to boot one through whenever you got some white jerseys in your face.
And it's hard, Craig, a lot of times to figure out, your hold, your snap, your speed, your kicker's approach. It's a little bit different when they're coming at you, and you can't always simulate that in practice for the chance of injuries and things. So you have to be a little bit careful. And as a guy that's worked in kickers, part of my feeling is Michael needs to start his approach just a little bit sooner.
A lot of moving parts to that. There's a lot of moving parts to that play. It sure is.
But that's probably the only real Achilles foot we've had these first 3 ball games, and it's continued tonight. I took English literature.
You know a little something about Achilles.
Achilles, yes.
Yes. 6 minutes and 24 seconds remaining in the first half. I'm glad to have everybody watching online. A lot of comments coming through. Jared Peterson asking how much are tickets to the games. I think it's $5, Jared. $5 to get in. Of course, I don't know that for sure as I don't pay. I go up to the gate and I say, hey, what's that over there?
Since
and
you
then
don't pay, you can pay his way.
Well,
come on down, Craig.
Well, I forgot my wallet. Michael Golden kicks the ball into the end zone.
Great job.
It's one good thing about having Michael Golden. You don't have to fear a good return specialist.
So nice. And the wind out of the south is totally dead now, so that helped him to put it all the way in there.
Well, the wind was gusting earlier. 81 degrees and clear. Beautiful night at Raider Field. Last night at Batesville at the junior high game, temperature's about 75 degrees at game time. Boy, it was
as
nice
they say,
out there.
real football weather.
Yes, it felt good. Pass to the right is complete. Dez Mitchell over there, a nice tackle by Dez, and it'll be second down, and we'll call it second down and 6. Maybe second and 5, gaining 5. The chain gang kind of deked me over there a little bit.
Deked?
Deked me.
That's a unique term. Can you define that?
It's a baseball term. Decoyed.
Okay. Thank you.
Deked me.
I did not know that.
Yes.
In the hot corner?
That's another good baseball. Southpaw is another good baseball term. You're familiar with that, aren't you? Earlier in the game, Coach, or before the game started, actually, Coach asked if their quarterback was a southpaw, and Sean Saunders says, no, he's a junior. Little misunderstanding, a little lack of communication.
I mumbled. Sean's okay.
Hey, Sean, he knows Sean's a good sports guy. He knows that a southpaw means a lefty. He just misunderstood. Communication is vital. It's third down and 3, and again, they're up to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Pinch, power. Oh, my gosh.
Boy, and he's got the first down and then some. Good tackle by Charles Moore, and that very well may have saved a touchdown.
It did save a touchdown, that for sure.
23 yards.
23 yards on the run right up the gut. 5 minutes and 6 seconds to play in the half, and the Raider defense needing a stop.
Bridgel's now up to 11 carries for 106 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Good, tough run there by Sam Gates. I believe that's the first time we've called his name tonight, and he run the ball hard. Like the way he was protecting that ball. Another first down for Batesville, and there seems to be a Batesville player a little bit shaken up down there. I'll say this about that Batesville trainer. He's out there in a hurry.
He sure is.
No matter what team it is.
Yeah, it depends not the color of the shirt for him.
That's Kevin Shelton, tight end, who's a little bit shaken up, and we sure hope everything's okay with Kevin. Nothing serious, and he's back in action very soon. Batesville band sounding good. An old Nettleton boy leading the Batesville band. His name is Greg Woodridge, class of 1986. And the class of 86 in the house tonight.
For a minute, I thought you were going to say the class of 89.
No, he was not in the class of 89.
Another great one from 89.
I'm glad that you mentioned that. The class of 89, best class ever. As another give to Gates, and he is tackled by Charles Moore after a gain of 4. His second down is 6.
Coming out in that unbalanced set.
Unbalanced left, they run left. He cuts back to the right. Gates once again, he's tackled by Jorge Salas after a gain of 2. It'll be 3rd down and 4. Big play right here for the Raiders. I like that Jorge Salas. He's a very good young man.
Super kid. It's a joy to have coached him. It's just a joy to see him in the hall. Great personality. Loves the game. Going to become better and better. Another sophomore.
3rd down and 4 for the Pioneers. They're going in the I formation, and they're going to pass. Rolling out to the right. The pass is intended and incomplete. It's incomplete. It's intended for John Stalker, and that'll bring up 4th down and 4.
Actually, I think it was intended for the deep out route, and Stalker
may have
just wasn't high enough, and I think he reached up and slapped it down.
May have thought it was for him. Let's see what Batesville elects to do right here. 4th down and 4. There's 3 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in the half.
Again, the defense in me.
Punt
the ball and make them. I mean, they're close enough to go 4 down territory here.
4th down and 4, and they are going for it. Pass is complete, and boy, plenty of cushion out there.
Yep.
1st down, Tevin Whitaker. They move the chains. That's a big 4th down conversion right there.
Well, and you know, we are playing very, very soft and bailing very quickly. So what we're giving them there is just easier than it looks.
Gain of 9, 1st down, 3 minutes and 24 seconds and ticking. Batesville, the Pioneers once again on the march. Now would be a good time for one of them turnovers, Coach.
Yeah, it'd be fantastic right now.
Up the middle, there's Ridgel, and he muscles his way down, tackled at the 6-yard line. I see a Raider helmet. That's a Pioneer helmet. It's going to be a 1st down and goal for Batesville as Ridgel with some tough running.
He even has the gait of Tony Ridgel.
He's got to be related.
It must be. I mean, it's a unique way, the way he runs, kind of a hippie runner, but very, very strong.
And by hippie, you mean not like an anti-war activist type of hippie?
No.
With the hips, I got you.
Yeah, a hippie runner.
Yeah, it's just short of the touchdown. 2nd down and goal from the 1. I thought maybe you meant he was spouting slogans like "Give peace a chance," "Make love not war," that kind of thing.
That's right. That's my day. That's my time.
2nd down, goal to go, and there's that
quarterback sneak.
Quarterback sneak, big push, and they get in this time.
Most of the time when Batesville has less than a yard to go, they're going to run the sneak. Just wedge block in front of the quarterback. Got a good-sized kid, keeps his legs driving, and put another score on the board. We're having some problems. They're doing such a great job of mixing up their formations, and it's still the same plays, but you can't key it out of a formation. One of the things I'd like to see us do is maybe slant more to that unbalanced set, try to pick up a little help in there.
It's one thing to know what's coming. It's another thing to stop it.
Exactly.
Batesville, very hard to stop here tonight. Kick is up and good, and that makes the score 35-20 with 2 minutes and 16 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Now, a very important thing to note, the Raiders are going to get the opening kickoff in the 3rd quarter, and they have 2 minutes and 16 seconds, so this is a very important drive right here for the Raiders.
Be nice to get some points out of a period, and we're definitely capable of putting either a score or a field goal up.
Do want to say a great big thanks to our friends at Russell's Truck Accessories. Ronnie Russell and his son Hunter, who was a great linebacker here at Nettleton. I don't know if you ever coached Hunter Russell or
Never
not.
hunted, but Ronnie and I, we attend church together and put a top on my Jeep about a year ago.
Well, he does good work. He sold me the last set of tires I bought for my truck. Got them at Russell's Truck Accessories. Great service, great people. Russell's Truck Accessories, and every year they are faithful sponsors of Nettleton Raider Athletics, and we encourage everybody to do your business at Russell's Truck Accessories, South Stadium in Jonesboro. That's an onside kick, and I believe they got it.
I don't know about that. That's close.
They got it, and
wait a minute.
Let's see if haven't seen the
this
official.
lineman over here.
He may have caught it at about 9 yards in. Let's see what they.
I think that's illegal touching.
Maybe some illegal touching right there. He might have touched it just a little bit early, Coach.
I thought he did. I really do. But, it was right on the line from the angle I'm at.
Let's see what the man in the white hat says. Illegal touching against Batesville. Yes.
Great call by Sean right there.
So the Raiders will have it 1st and 10 at the 50.
It's officially the 49.
Officially the 49. 2 minutes and 16 seconds to play.
And one thing about it, get ready. They're going to peel their ears back and come because they know we're probably going to throw the football.
Raiders have 2 timeouts remaining. Batesville has 1. Cade Carter in the backfield. Orion Pugh back there with him. Devin Alexander and Josie Perkins out right. Kyle Tolley out left. Charles Moore and a flag thrown. Sideline warning against Batesville. Now, what caused that, Coach? You think there was some squawking going on, or was that another?
Could have been, but it's probably somebody up too close. I don't know. Maybe Dave was getting on him.
And Coach King does look like he is animated and aggravated.
Most of these side judges tell you've got to give them a yard of that sideline, and it's hard. Coaches feel like they need to right up on the edge.
Carter back to pass. Intended for Josie Perkins. I believe he caught that. Let's see what the man in the black hat says. Yeah, it is complete. What a grab downfield by Josie Perkins. It'll be 1st and 10
Just need
Raiders.
Josie jump up with that ball, like the baseball catch. Show him you caught it.
18 yards on the completion. The clock just over 2 minutes right now. Raiders desperately needing this score here before half. Cade Carter, Orion Pugh in the backfield with him. 2 receivers to the right. Kyle Tolley to the left. Carter to pass. Here comes the white jerseys. Carter rolling left. Throws is complete to Kyle Tolley. First down, and Kyle gets out of bounds. Big reception there from Carter to Kyle Tolley. First down, Raiders. 1 minute and 33 seconds. 14 yards on the completion. The Raiders moving. Coach, something in me was just like, well, let's not leave them too much time here. Minute 33. Let's score, but let's not leave them too much time. Let's score and not worry about the time so much.
Milk the clock and score.
That's right. Best of both worlds. And this is gonna be a timeout. Batesville, that is their final timeout. We'll take it with them. Let you hear from one of our great sponsors. There's 1 minute and 33 remaining in the first half. Your score, Batesville 35, Nettleton 20. We'll be right back after these messages. You're watching Raider Football on NTV. Welcome you back. We welcome you back to Raider Field, where the Raiders trying to score here with 1:33 remaining in the second quarter. Cade Carter from the gun. Orion Pugh in the backfield with him. Kyle Tolley spread out left. Carter looking to run. Boy, he's getting some pressure. He throws it high, and
he's got a receiver then. Yeah.
Got it in Devon's general vicinity, and so smart play there by Cade Carter.
Scared me a little bit. I thought he was throwing it up trying to make a completion there, and that thing, even I could have run up under that one.
And if you would have run up under it and caught it, that'd been 6.
Yeah, in the paraplegic league, would, the way I run.
1:26 as a stop clock. Clock stops on the incomplete pass. Cade Carter, 8 for 12, 169 yards, 2 touchdowns. The senior quarterback having an outstanding game. Hopefully he can put the ball in the end zone one more time. In motion is Josie Perkins. Wide left. And Nettleton is electing to call a timeout. We'll take it with them. 1:26 remaining in the half. Your score, Batesville 35, Nettleton 20. You're watching Raider football.
Terry Gray, rice farming isn't a profession, it's a way of life. As owner of Delaplaine Seed Company, Terry's been the region's rice tech leader for more than a decade. In the summer, Terry's not behind a desk. He can be found in rice fields giving advice, or he can be on your farm helping you put more bushels in your tanks and money in your pocket. From securing your hybrid rice to free on-farm delivery, let Terry help you be more profitable this season. Delaplaine Seed Company.
And we appreciate Terry Gray, Delaplaine Seed, for his faithful support of Nettleton athletics. His wife, Kathleen Gray, one of our great principals, the Nettleton STEAM School. It's actually my wife's boss. My wife teaches over at the STEAM School, and we love Kathleen Gray, and we appreciate her and Terry Delaplaine Seed sponsoring the broadcast tonight. It's 2nd down and 10. 1:26 to play here in the second quarter. Carter back to pass. Pressure coming. He's intended for Josie Perkins, and just a little bit deep. It'll be 3rd down and 10. Good coverage over there on the
and part of
sideline.
That was Josie on his cut. He lost his footing and stumbled. He had the guy beat and would have probably been right under it if it hadn't been for that.
It'll bring up 3rd down and 10. You can bet the Pioneer defense will be pinning their ears back on this one. 3rd down and 10. Devin Alexander, wide right. Perkins, Tolley in motion. Charles Moore as well, look like. Carter looking right. Passes intended, and it's a flag in the end zone, intended for, I believe that's Tolley. Incomplete, however, flags thrown, and I believe that's going to be against Batesville.
Gotta be.
That's still not going to be a first down, I don't think.
Should be a 15-yard penalty. Or maybe half the distance, and that would make it a little bit short. Or is it an automatic first down?
It's not automatic.
Good. Pass interference against Batesville.
They may have to measure it. I don't know what they're going to do here.
Should be a 9-yard.
If we were playing the NFL rules, it'd be 1st and goal on the 1.
They'll do anything to put points on the board.
Okay, and the marker over there says first down. They're in the red zone. Should be half the distance to the goal, which we believe would be a 9-yard penalty, which would make it 3rd down and 1. Let's see if they get it figured out over there. I kind of like 1st and goal better than 3rd and 1, but
I really like the looks of that.
1 minute and 15 seconds remaining here in the first half. I believe we may have an official's timeout for a measurement, perhaps. Actually, they back it up the 8-yard line, and it should be third down and 1. It'll be 3rd down and 1. The referee trying to get the chain gang. There we go. 3rd down and 1 for the Raiders. 1:15 to play here in the first half. Carter getting the play from Coach Clint Wilson. Orion Pugh in the backfield with him. Give this to Orion Pugh. Orion Pugh up the middle. Touchdown,
That's a big dog
Raiders.
eat, baby. Oh, no, Pete.
Oh, he spiked the ball.
Oh, gosh.
Orion is going to be called for a unsportsmanlike conduct after it as he spiked the ball there. A lot of excitement from the sophomore, and that'll be on the kickoff, I suppose, Coach.
That's what it should be on.
Back up the PAT or not. I don't guess they do that. It'll be on
should assess it on. Okay.
Guess it'll be an unsportsmanlike conduct, and it looks like that may be what they're doing. Well, maybe not. Yeah, unsportsmanlike conduct against Nettleton. Yeah, they're gonna back them up on the PAT. Actually, no, they're not. They're going back now.
No, they normally says, well, he might be.
It looks like they are.
It's been going, yeah.
And that is Cameron.
We only have
Scarlett.
26. Yeah, we need to put a two spot on board with this.
I would kick the extra point here.
Nettleton's going to probably take a timeout and talk it over. Yes, timeout, Nettleton. 1:09 to play here in the second quarter. Your score, Batesville 35, Nettleton 26. PAT attempt coming up. Whenever we come back, you're watching Raider football on NTV.
First time you held on to the time you let go. Life is a series of unforgettable firsts. The ones that are planned and the ones that take you by surprise. We celebrate and support these firsts as we travel this journey with you. Because firsts are what life is all about. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
What, 2 extra points or just 1 extra point and 1
And we
field
welcome
goal?
you back to Raider Field. 1:09 to play, and a key decision here for the Raiders as they are electing to go for 2. Cade Carter back in as the quarterback, Orion Pugh in the backfield. And during the break, we're debating the merits of kicking the field goal or going for 2. The Raiders electing to go for 2. Cameron Scarlett. That's the Statue of Liberty. Statue of Liberty, Orion Pugh. And he's just short, but they ran the statue, Coach.
Now we have flags.
And now then flags flying, and let's see
if
what
we're
this
fortunate,
is.
Let's see.
Statue of Liberty. I've been calling for that play for years. Coach Clint Wilson finally dials it up for me. And just a little bit short, but, boy, there's a lot of yellow linen out there on the field. Statue of Liberty. Can't tell you how happy it makes me to see the old statue run here at Raider Field. Let's see what these flags are. They come in after the play, so the conversion attempt no good. And, boy, they are spending plenty of time talking it over, Coach, whatever it is.
If it's on Batesville, that could be.
And we're thinking that if it's on Batesville, they may
nullify the first.
They may retry the conversion attempt if it is against Batesville.
Dead ball, it might wipe out the first unsportsmanlike on the touchdown.
Sure are talking about it an awful lot. There is an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty that's going to be assessed on the kickoff. I bet you somebody is being ejected as they're writing down they're writing something down. The man in the white hat is. Ryan,
they have to document this with the AAA if they eject a player for the reason and the foul and then the reason.
He's coming over to talk to Coach Stephen Hampton, and that's probably bad news, I would think, Coach.
It looks like they're looking for the play. No. If he's ejected, though, he will have to leave.
Okay, can you go down upstairs?
Man in the white hat and another official having a talk with Coach Hampton. Coach Hampton is motioning to one of his players, and
Did Pugh get his second unsportsmanlike?
and it looks like it may be Orion who is. who is being walked out of the game, out of the field.
Andrews is escorting him off the field. Now he's about to get a third one here.
Yeah, that's not good. So, Coach Garrett Andrews. Yes, so that is a big blow, as our starting running back tonight has evidently been ejected from the game. I still have yet to see the man in the white hat give an indication, but let's see what he says. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Nettleton, and sportsmanlike conduct against Batesville. And evidently the penalties will offset, but if that is that must be the second on Orion, and Orion has been ejected from this game, and that hurts, Coach.
It sure does. But we've got some other ammunition we hadn't shown yet.
I really like the way Jaquan Dent was running it earlier.
Jaquan showed some speed.
So the Nettleton Raiders will kick off from the 25-yard line. For the first time tonight, the Pioneers may be able to get a return in. Michael Golden, the man with the golden foot. 1 minute and 9 seconds to play in the first half. Fielded at the 15.
We have a flag.
And a flag is down. That's Stephen Williams on the tackle. And let's see what the flag is. You would think it would be holding against the return team.
Well, where the flag came from, I'm sure it's on Batesville.
Holding against the Pioneers. So there's 1 minute and 3 seconds to play here in the first half. Batesville has no timeouts. Neither does Nettleton. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Raider 28-yard line.
They can run the clock out here if they want to.
They're up 9. I don't know if they're going to be content to go in with a 9-point lead, if they're going to try to add 2 here. Screen pass is juggled and caught. Great tackle there by Charles Moore. He made the tackle and he kept it from going out of bounds. Clock is at 50 seconds and ticking. 2nd down and 7. Livingston in the gun. Rolls to his right. Pass is complete. It's going to be good for a first down and then some. That's Tommy Scarborough on the stop, and Will Storley with the reception. 30 seconds on the clock. Batesville in the hurry up. Rolling left. Complete.
Bring your arms.
I believe he's down. Jaquan Dent hit him hard enough that he took a knee there. Clock is running. Is at 13 seconds. 12, 11, 10. And they're going to spike it. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 4. 9 seconds remaining on the clock.
Now you'd be thinking about possibly some kind of a screen, a trick play, reverse, double pass. Pull something out of the trick box here, the trick portion of the playbook.
Coach Stephen Hampton, the head coach, also the defensive coordinator, and he's got his defensive secondary deep. Actually, they're coming up as I say that. Livingston. Pass is complete. Downfield to number 3, and he, instead of going out of bounds, he tries to get some more yards. And the clock is at 0, and that's how the first half is going to end. So, if you like offensive football, you should be very happy here tonight, as These two teams have lit up the scoreboard. At half, your score is Batesville 35, Nettleton 26. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll have the Raider Band. We'll broadcast their performance, and we'll break down the first half for you. Heck of a half of football. Nettleton will get the ball in the third quarter, and that's good news. A lot more to go here. At half, it's 35-26. Raiders trail by 9. You're watching Raider football on NTV.
They say being a Raider is about more than just going to school. They say being a Raider is about our community, about tradition. Kindergarten at Nettleton is about teachers that I love, learning that is fun. It's really about pride in what we do and who we are becoming. Raider pride is justified. Raider pride forever.
So don't forget it. Mr. Miller lost his voice. No problem. I'll send in the replacements.
Woo! Woo, Daddy Mercy! Mercy, woo, Daddy! Handsome Johnny! How the heck do you edit on this thing?
Mr. McGrew, you're in photo booth.
What? This son of a...
Hey, that's all right. Good try, but I'll take it from here. Raider pride!
It's justified!
Collision Repair is celebrating their 40th anniversary. For 40 years, Collision Repair has had your back, getting your repairs done quickly using the best tools and technology. They've been able to keep you updated online throughout the repair process. No matter what the bad guys try, Collision Repair works with your insurance to make sure you don't have
the worst experience possible.
Here's the Collision Repair on their 40th anniversary.
Your friendly neighborhood body shop.
Uh-oh, guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Hey, Leslie, guess what day it is?
It's game day.
Jalen, how happy are students that go to Nettleton?
I'll say happier than DJ on game day.
Game day!
Be happy, be a Raider. Raider pride is justified.
For Terry Gray, rice farming isn't a profession, it's a way of life. As owner of Delaplaine Seed Company, Terry's been the region's rice tech leader for more than a decade. In the summer, Terry's not behind a desk. He can be found in rice fields giving advice, or he can be on your farm helping you put more bushels in your tanks and money in your pocket. From securing your hybrid rice to free on-farm delivery, let Terry help you be more profitable this season. Delaplaine Seed Company.
I'm a little bit country.
I'm a little bit rock and roll.
I love the height of feeling of a great drum call. When I sing my alma mater, I feel it all night long.
I love my school with all my heart and soul.
I know I'm gonna be alright.
Wherever I go.
I'm a little bit country.
And a little bit rock and roll.
From the first time you held on to the time you let go, life is a series of unforgettable firsts. The ones that are planned and the ones that take you by surprise. We celebrate and support these firsts as we travel this journey with you, because firsts are what life is all about. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Front Page Cafe, home of the flying rolls. That's right, a place where the food comes flying to you, and it's good enough to eat. Front Page Cafe is also famous for our all-you-can-eat pass-arounds that come with every lunch or dinner. Lunch specials start at just $6.99. That includes a meal, flying rolls, and all the pass-arounds you can eat. So get your next home-cooked meal at Front Page Cafe. And don't forget, we've got the best old-fashioned breakfast in town. Front Page Cafe, home of the flying rolls.
Looking for a school can be like super overwhelming. You kind of have those fears as a parent that, oh my gosh, the school that I'm gonna pick, it's gonna determine their future and everything else. You know, it's a big choice that you have because you wanna make sure you're gonna put them in a school where they can continue their whole journey. I'm really super glad we started at Nettleton. It was relief that we had found a school where we felt comfortable sending our child. I felt like any situation he'd get put into, he would be able to succeed.
Hi, I'm Mike Wessel, owner of Hilltop Fitness. I am the former University of Arkansas strength and conditioning coach, former Ultimate Fighter contestant, UFC fighter, and Bellator competitor. I offer at Hilltop Fitness many different programs, from kids programs in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, kids boxing, and kids strength and conditioning and athletic training, as well as adult kickboxing classes and adult Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu classes. If you have any fitness needs or fitness goals, I'm the person to come to. The gym is open 24 hours a day. You can come in anytime, and if you're looking for that extra motivation, that extra push, no matter how bad a shape you're in, we can help you. And if Craig Miller can come to the gym and get in shape, you can do it as well.
Hilltop Fitness, 1712 North Old Greensboro Road, Jonesboro, Arkansas.
Is Raider Pride truly just...
Ladies and gentlemen, we hope that you have enjoyed tonight's performance as we share the music of Aretha.
First time you held on to the time you let go. Life is a series of unforgettable firsts, the ones that are planned and the ones that take you by surprise. We celebrate and support these firsts as we travel this journey with you, because firsts are what life is all about. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
For Terry Gray, rice farming isn't a profession, it's a way of life. As owner of Delaplaine Seed Company, Terry's been the region's rice tech leader for more than a decade. In the summer, Terry's not behind a desk. He can be found in rice fields giving advice, or he can be on your farm helping you put more bushels in your tanks and money in your pocket. From securing your hybrid rice to free on-farm delivery, let Terry help you be more profitable this season. Delaplaine Seed Company.
What is America? Is it a bald eagle soaring over a Virginian sunrise?
I'll tell you what America is, brother. America is getting your truck fixed up at Russell's Truck Accessories.
Russell's Truck Accessories?
Yeah, Russell's Truck Accessories. They got chrome and aluminum wheels. They got big old mud crawling tires. They got lift kits so you can look down on the vegans and commies in their little compact cars. Russell's Truck Accessories. It's more American than Ronald Reagan playing home run derby with John Wayne.
Russell's Truck Accessories is located on South Stadium in Jonesboro.
God bless America and God bless Russell's Truck Accessories.
Collision Repair is celebrating anniversary. For 40 years, Collision Repair has had your back, getting your repairs done quickly using the best tools and technology. They've been able to keep you updated online throughout the repair process. No matter what the bad guys try, Collision Repair works with your insurance to make sure you don't have
the worst experience possible.
Here's the Collision Repair on their 40th anniversary.
Your friendly neighborhood body shop.
Front Page Cafe, home of the flying rolls. That's right, a place where the food comes flying to you, and it's good enough to eat. Front Page Cafe is also famous for our all-you-can-eat pass-arounds that come with every lunch or dinner. Lunch specials start at just $6.99. That includes a meal, flying rolls, and all the pass-arounds you can eat. So get your next home-cooked meal at Front Page Cafe. And don't forget, we've got the best old-fashioned breakfast in town. Front Page Cafe, home of the flying rolls.
Hi, I'm Mike Wessel, owner of Hilltop Fitness. I am the former University of Arkansas strength and conditioning coach, former Ultimate Fighter contestant, UFC fighter, and Bellator competitor. I offer at Hilltop Fitness many different programs, from kids programs in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, kids boxing, and kids strength and conditioning and athletic training, as well as adult kickboxing classes and adult Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu classes. If you have any fitness needs or fitness goals, I'm the person to come to. The gym is open 24 hours a day. You can come in anytime, and if you're looking for that extra motivation, that extra push, no matter how bad a shape you're in, we can help you. And if Craig Miller can come to the gym and get in shape, you can do it as well.
Hilltop Fitness, 1712 North Old Greensboro Road, Jonesboro, Arkansas.
Being a Raider is about more than just going to school. They say being a Raider is about our community, about tradition. Kindergarten at Nettleton is about teachers that I love. Learning that is fun. It's really about pride in what we do and who we are becoming. Raider pride is justified. Raider pride forever.
So don't forget it.
Mr. Miller lost his voice. No problem. I'll send in the replacements.
Woo! Woo, Daddy Mercy! Mercy, woo, Daddy! Handsome Johnny! How the heck do you edit on this thing?
Mr. McGrew, you're in photo booth.
What? This son of a...
Hey, that's all right. Good try, but I'll take it from here. Raider pride!
It's justified!
Collision Repair is celebrating their 40th anniversary. For 40 years, Collision Repair has had your back, getting your repairs done quickly using the best tools and technology. They've been able to keep you updated online throughout the repair process. No matter what the bad guys try, Collision Repair works with your insurance to make sure you don't have
the worst experience possible.
Here's the Collision Repair on their 40th anniversary.
Your friendly neighborhood body shop.
Uh-oh, guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Hey, Leslie, guess what day it is?
It's game day.
Jalen, how happy are students that go to Nettleton?
I'll say happier than DJ on game day.
Game day!
Be happy, be a Raider. Raider pride is justified.
For Terry Gray, rice farming isn't a profession, it's a way of life. As owner of Delaplaine Seed Company, Terry's been the region's rice tech leader for more than a decade. In the summer, Terry's not behind a desk. He can be found in rice fields giving advice, or he can be on your farm helping you put more bushels in your tanks and money in your pocket. From securing your hybrid rice to free on-farm delivery, let Terry help you be more profitable this season. Delaplaine Seed Company.
I'm a little bit country.
I'm a little bit rock and roll.
I love the hate the feeling of a great pop.
When I sing my alma mater, I feel it all night long.
I love my school with all my heart and soul.
I know I'm gonna be alright.
Wherever I go.
I'm a little bit country.
And a little bit rock and roll.
From the first time you held on to the time you let go, life is a series of unforgettable firsts. The ones that are planned and the ones that take you by surprise. We celebrate and support these firsts as we travel this journey with you, because firsts are what life is all about. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Front Page Cafe, home of the flying rolls. That's right, a place where the food comes flying to you, and it's good enough to eat. Front Page Cafe is also famous for our all-you-can-eat pass-arounds that come with every lunch or dinner. Lunch specials start at just $6.99. That includes a meal, flying rolls, and all the pass-arounds you can eat. So get your next home-cooked meal at Front Page Cafe. And don't forget, we've got the best old-fashioned breakfast in town. Front Page Cafe, home of the flying rolls.
Looking for a school can be like super overwhelming. You kind of have those fears as a parent that, oh my gosh, the school that I'm gonna pick, it's gonna determine their future and everything else. You know, it's a big choice that you have because you wanna make sure you're gonna put them in a school where they can continue their whole journey. I'm really super glad we started at Nettleton. It was relief that we had found a school where we felt comfortable sending our child. I felt like any situation he'd get put into, he would be able to succeed.
Hi, I'm Mike Wessel, owner of Hilltop Fitness. I am the former University of Arkansas strength and conditioning coach, former Ultimate Fighter contestant, UFC fighter, and Bellator competitor. I offer at Hilltop Fitness many different programs, from kids programs in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, kids boxing, and kids strength conditioning and athletic training, as well as adult kickboxing classes and adult Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu classes. If you have any fitness needs or fitness goals, I'm the person to come to. The gym is open 24 hours a day. day. You can come in anytime, and if you're looking for that extra motivation, that extra push, no matter how bad a shape you're in, we can help you. And if Craig Miller can come to the gym and get in shape, you can do it as well.
Hilltop Fitness, 1712 North Old Greensboro Road, Jonesboro, Arkansas.
Is Raider pride truly justified at Nettleton High School? Does John Adams play a mean fiddle?
That's how you do it, son.
Nettleton High School, where Raider pride is justified.
And we welcome you back to the Consolidated Insurance halftime show here at Raider Field. Craig Miller, Coach Pat Massey here, bringing you all of the action. And man, what a action-packed game we've got so far. Here at half, the Raiders trail the Pioneers 35-26. We're on pace for over 100 points in this game, Coach. It has really been a slugfest out there.
A 61-point first half, and our offense has been keeping us in the ball game real good. Our defense playing hard, just a few mistakes, and our occasional penalty here or there that helped or changed drives or whatever. Our kicking game continues to be a tough thing with their extra point and field goal, giving up that one score there. And but hey, we're in it and we got a shot.
That's exactly right. We're only trailed by 9, and we get the ball in the third quarter, the opening kickoff of the second half. They will be kicking the ball off to the Raiders. So a lot of action to go. Let's recap the scoring. The first quarter, it was 14-14 at the end of it. First play from scrimmage for Nettleton. Cade Carter hit Josie Perkins with a 38-yard touchdown pass, made it 7-0. Batesville responded. Ridgel, I believe is how you pronounce his name. Is that right, Coach? Ridgel with a 6-yard touchdown run, tied it up. And then on the next kickoff, the outlaw Josie Perkins took it all the way to the house. A 90-yard kickoff return put the Raiders up 14-7. Batesville, as all great teams do, did not quit, did not lay down. They answered with another 9-yard run from Ridgel and tied things up at 14 at the end of the first quarter. The second quarter, Batesville scored first. Nettleton had it first and goal at the start of the second quarter, but they went for a field goal on fourth and goal. It was blocked and returned all the way for a touchdown. That made it 21-14. Batesville made it 28-14 on another Ridgel touchdown. He had 3 touchdowns in the first half. Nettleton scored a 22-yard touchdown pass from Cade Carter to the outlaw Josie Perkins, and the point after attempt was no good. Made it 28-20. It was blocked, I guess, is what happened. Then quarterback sneak for Batesville. They extended their lead to 35-20. Nettleton scored last. An 8-yard touchdown run by Orion Pugh made the score 35-26. Unfortunately, Orion was flagged for unsportsmanlike conduct for spiking the football after the touchdown. And then not sure exactly what happened, but there was another unsportsmanlike penalty called on the conversion, the no-good conversion attempt. Orion that he carried, that's right. So Orion was removed from the game, and that's where we sit right now, 35-26. The clock is at 0, and we are just about ready to have the kickoff here in the second half. Heck of a first half.
Great first half. Very enjoyable football game. You know, I'm thinking of watching all these kids from Nettleton, and our depth situation is struggling, and talking to so many kids and coaching over the years, and I'm not getting to play this. You wait your time and bide your time with the injury situation and things like that. Even in an unforeseen ejection, somebody's going to get to step up and do some stuff they haven't done before.
Next man up.
There you go.
Batesville to kick off, and we are just about ready for action. The lights go down in the Consolidated Insurance broadcasting booth, and we are ready to go. Now, Josie Perkins had, I believe, 284 all-purpose yards, 242. This is Devin Alexander who gets it this time. And, Coach, maybe the Batesville coaches were listening to our broadcast and they heard you say you better kick it away from Perkins.
They finally did it, you know, and still have the ball at the 40, but I was kind of beginning to pull my hair out with that. Why kick it to the guy?
Josie Perkins with 3 touchdowns, 242 all-purpose yards. That's a pretty good first half.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Josie Perkins. And the Raiders with good field position. Cade Carter in the backfield. That's Jaquan Dent getting his first action of the season in the backfield. The Forest City transfer has the ball.
Missing blocks.
A little bit of a missed block there, but he's inside the 40-yard line of the Raiders. It'll be 2nd down and 7 after a gain of 3.
Cam Scarlett, he stemmed down there, did a good job of sealing the end, and our guard just wasn't able to finish the kick. But, hey, I'll take 4 yards on first down. That's not bad.
2nd down and 6. That is for sure. Jaquan Dent in motion. He's out wide left, empty backfield. Josie Perkins. Give to Perkins. Perkins jet sweep.
Good job. Move the chains. Move the chain.
First down, Raiders.
We spread them out with 2 wides, and we had a tight bunch set in there, and a little bit of what they've done with their unbalanced set, and we're able to get outside. Good first down.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander. First down and 10 for the Raiders. I believe that's Moses Williams here close. So it looks like the spear's been knocked off of his helmet there. Give up the middle to Jaquan Dent. He breaks through a tackle, unable to break through a host of Pioneers or bring him down. Gets positive yardage. We'll call that a gain of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Jaquan Dent, who has all year long been starting in the Raiders in the secondary, he's getting to play some on the offensive side of the ball as the Raiders have been dealing with injuries and other issues, and it has really affected the depth. 2nd down and 8. Carter dropping back, and it is batted down, and we're fortunate that was not intercepted.
Had a little flash screen set up, and going to have to put a little more touch over it. The kid, big defensive end, got his hands up, knocked it down.
I believe that was 69, Daniel Valencia, if I'm not mistaken. 69 who batted that down. It brings up 3rd down and 8 for the Raiders. 3 receivers out wide right. Kyle Tolley, the lone receiver, spread out left. Carter to pass. He's looking toward Tolley, wide open. Kyle Tolley has it. Touchdown, Kyle Tolley. Touchdown, Raiders. That is Kyle Tolley's first touchdown reception of the year, and that young man is some kind of excited. Love to see that. Great throw by Cade Carter, and what a reception there by KT.
He just blew by that corner like he wasn't even there. There was some speed I've never seen out of Kyle before.
46-yard touchdown reception, and Michael Golden on to try to make it a 2-point game. It's 35-32. Batesville, the PATs have been adventuresome this year. The kick is up this time, and it's good.
Everything was perfect. Snap, hold, timing on the kick.
Love to see that, Coach. With 9:55 remaining in the 3rd quarter, we got ourselves a heck of a ball game here. Batesville 35, Nettleton 33. Hey, that is a good way to start the second half by the Raiders. Coming out strong, taking the opening possession, taking it to the house.
Well, our coaching staff did a fantastic job at halftime of making their adjustments, tweaking a few things. You can tell that the extra point field goal team was tweaked. It was much sharper, better, things like that. And it's amazing, what a little halftime will do when people can get the cobwebs out and think about things and what worked, what didn't, and talk it over with the rest of the staff. And Nettleton's coaches are some of the best at working together and making adjustments, getting their team ready for the 3rd quarter.
Sharp young men down there on that Nettleton coaching staff. We're blessed to have them working with our young people. I like what I heard Coach Hampton say on the radio today. He said, when I was in high school, a coach made an unbelievable impact on my life. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. It's not about the wins and the losses. It's about impacting young people, and that's a great way to look at this business. 4-yard line is where the kickoff is fielded, and a good return out to about the 36-yard line. And that's where Batesville will take up shop, 1st and 10.
Kyle Tolley's up to 3 catches for 100 yards and a touchdown, all career highs.
Kyle Tolley, 3 receptions, 100 yards, and a touchdown. Career night for Kyle Tolley. Good to see number 6 having a heck of a game. Salas, Crawford, Livingston anchoring the defensive line from the gun. Livingston, and he's got some running room. He's close to the first down. He falls forward. It's going to be like a gain of 9. 2nd down and 1. Been impressed with this Batesville quarterback tonight. He's done a good job running that offense.
And, it's just, as we said, basically 3 plays. And they run them so often. And I'm just always amazed at Coach King and his staff. They're very hard to get tendencies on but from a formation standpoint, because they do the same plays out of so many formations. Now we're getting the hurry up and the unbalanced. He was able to reset there, it looked like.
Ridgel on the carry, and he is ridden out of bounds by Des Mitchell. But he does get plenty for the first down. And it looks like Deniquist Willis, number 25 for the Raiders, is on crutches down here on the sideline.
Sure is.
Sure hate to see that. Deniquist has done a good job for us this year. Looks like his ankle is taped up, so get well soon, Deniquist. The hits just keep on coming, Coach.
Yep, and we keep on responding.
Next man up. Raider pride, baby. 1st and 10. Pioneers. Livingston from under center. Gives to the tailback.
Power G.
That's Gates. Sam Gates on the carry. Gain of 4. Gain of 5. 2nd down and 5.
Gain of 5. 2nd and 5.
Carlavian Williams into the game for the Raiders on the defensive line. Livingston, Salas, Crawford, the front 4 for the Raiders. Give is a Daugherty, and he is hit immediately by Cameron Scarlett. The inside linebacker sniffed that out, and good tackle there by Cameron. Gain of 4, though, and actually it's going to be a gain of 5 after a generous spot. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Pioneers. They move the chains again.
Mm-hmm. Cam did a good job scraping, just needed to get there a little quicker.
Eli Livingston, the junior quarterback, good-sized young man, 6'1", 200 pounds. And because he's a junior, we will deal with him again next year. Livingston running right side, quarterback keeper, and he has got a first down. Good hard running there by Livingston. This Batesville offense, 301 yards in the first half, 214 of which was on the ground. They know how to chew up yardage.
They definitely can do that. You can tell the throwing game is the part that lacks.
1st and 10 from the Raider 22-yard line. Glad to have Kai Ivory watching. See Kai making some comments. Great Raider from last year's team. Ridgel dodging tackles and just bulls his way down there for about a gain of 10. That's going to be close to the first down. A gain of 9. It'll be 2nd down and 1. That young man runs the ball hard.
Does a great job. I mean, it's just he doesn't seem to do what I call that crouch running. He's, as I said, was a hippie runner, the way he swings his hips and legs.
Ridgel again. He's got the first down, and he is still
Corner's
on
got to
his
come
feet.
up on that a little quicker. They're giving us unbalanced, and they're starting to run back away from that strength to what we call the nub side. Corner's got to fill on that.
It'll be first down and goal to go for Batesville. Ball at the 5-yard line. Batesville
Sneak.
up quick. Quarterback sneak. Falling forward is Livingston. He is shy of the goal line. Gain of 4 on that play. It'll be second down and goal to go. Ball placed on the Raider 1-yard line. That's been an effective play for them all night long, Coach. They just bowl their way up.
And do a great job with it. They get down there, shoot a shoe, and they'll do it again.
Livingston on the quarterback keeper, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Batesville. (41-33) the score now, with 5:44 remaining. Nettleton has been giving up 33 points per game, and they're going to beat their average here tonight as Batesville's with 41. There's a injured Raider on the field. Let's see if we can't tell you who it is. Right now I'm unable to see the number. It does look like a lineman.
It's not Charles. That's good. Maybe it is Charles. I think that's Jaquan, though. Seeing it up right now.
Coach Hampton and the other members of the Raider staff, and I have no doubt the Batesville trainers down there taking a look too. Young man is a hard worker. We appreciate him looking after these young people out here. Doesn't matter if they're Nettleton Raiders or Batesville Pioneers, the Batesville trainer has been looking after them. Still haven't seen a number. I see
That's Mose Williams.
It's Moses Williams. That's who it is. I tell you, that young man's a football player, Moses Williams. Big Mo is up, and he is walking on his own power. That's good to see. So hopefully Moses will be back in soon. That's a key part of our line right there, big number 73. Crawford going in for him, looks like. 5:44 remaining. Score, Batesville 41, Nettleton 33. I want to say thanks to my friend Mike Wessel, Hilltop Fitness, for always stepping up.
That's why you look so good.
That's it. Been working out.
I've been wondering.
I worked out like 2 summers ago. You still see the results. Medina on for the extra point. And it is up and good. Funky Cole Medina. And it's makes the score 42-33 as Sean Saunders groans at my pop culture reference right there. Saying I knew it was a matter of time before he brought that one out. 5 minutes and 44 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Batesville up 9 at 42-33. Tell you, the Batesville offense has just been unstoppable by us here tonight.
Yeah, running the ball. And I'm kind of amazed that this kind of the game's been part of the game. They're running clock, and we're scoring quickly. And we just have had a problem shutting down, especially the sweep. The sweep has hurt us really badly.
Josie Perkins is taking his position back deep. And I'm with Coach Massey. I think I would be very surprised to see them kick the ball to him the way that young man has ran tonight, not only from the wide receiver position, but also as a kickoff specialist. I want to say a shout-out to my man Quad Brown, who is doing the deep snapping on punts tonight. I guess the Raiders have only had to punt one time, but Quad's a good young man, does a great job deep snapping.
Hey, but he kicked it away from him. See what happens? Make him have to handle the ball. That's what he did. That's smart on their part.
Had to make a running stop on it, was unable to find the handle, and as a result, unable to make one of those Josie Perkins type returns. He got it out to the 16, and that's where the Raiders will take over 1st and 10. Jaquan Dent in the backfield. He is probably at the start of the season about the number 5, number 6 running back. He's back there right now as the man, however, and he's doing a great job. The give is to Jaquan Dent. Dent is tackled about the 18-yard line. 17-yard line.
He's got that potential to break when he's doing a good job of just taking off, running his track. And, he's so new to him. Once he sees a few openings here and there and gets a feel for it, hit it fast, he's going to break one.
Nathan Young with a knee injury is out tonight. Raiders' outstanding starting running back. He will be out for a couple of 3 weeks. We're hoping to have him back by the Forest City game, which is week 8. Be glad to have number 33 back out there. Carter from the gun, looking to pass. Rolling to his left. He's tucking it in. He's going to run. Carter gets the first down and steps out of bounds. Good job.
Move the chains.
Cade
Good
Carter.
job. Thought he bailed out a little quicker than he needed to, but he did a great job of getting the first down.
Well, you know what Deion Sanders calls that play when you step out of bounds?
What is that?
A business decision.
On that level, for sure. Yeah.
That's a business decision Cade Carter made right there. Got the first down, got out of bounds. I tell you, in a season where we have been just riddled with injuries, number 10 is one guy we could ill afford to lose. Perkins in motion, fake to Perkins, and he is going deep for Devin Alexander. And just missed him. Devin had a step on the defense, and pass incomplete.
Devin might just left his feet and laid out for that. He might have had that thing. I don't know.
There's a flag down on the 30-yard line.
Somebody was covered up on the line. Nope.
Actually, they're waving the flag off. So, result of the play, incomplete pass, 2nd down and 10. 4:53 remaining in the third quarter. Raiders down by 9.
That's why there wasn't a penalty, because Tolley didn't go downfield.
Kyle Tolley spread wide left. Devin Alexander wide right. The outlaw Josie Perkins in motion to the left. Little option play. Carter keeps it, and boy, he is hammered. Don't see the Raiders run the option very often. Kind of a new wrinkle right there.
First one I've seen.
That's maybe the first one I've seen since covering.
Cade Carter looked a little bit like his dad, Brian Carter, right there. Brian used to run the veer here, the old I formation veer. And
yeah, I think that's what slow quarterbacks have to do it that way.
I started to say that 1 yard gain he had matched Brian Carter's career high. So that was not a good gain for Cade. He can peel off some yardage.
We might get in trouble if we're not careful.
We are talking about our boss up here, ain't we, Coach? Yep. Cade Carter. Oh, that's a pass interference.
Yes, sir.
Intercepted, but it's coming back.
Now go play.
Ball intercepted, but it really doesn't matter what happens from right here because he shoved Devin Alexander down, then made the interception as Jaquan Dent makes the stop. That's Will Storley who made the catch, but there was a flag before the play, before the interception. It's got to be pass interference against Batesville.
It's either DPI or holding. We're discussing it here.
The referees getting together and appreciate these guys in the striped shirts. They're human beings. They don't always get things right, but they are spending their Friday nights out here doing a lot of times a thankless job so these young men can play the great sport of football, and we appreciate these officials for tonight's contest.
I feel this is as good a crew as we've had in this homestand.
Pass interference against Batesville. Result of the play will be a first down for the Raiders. 15-yard penalty.
Move the chains.
It'll be 1st and 10 Raiders from their own.
Was there a penalty after that?
And after that, there was an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against the Raiders. It is a first down. It just backs us back up to the original line of scrimmage, Coach. But the penalty resulted in a first down before it got brought back.
Yep. Well,
Third.
You know, the immaturity, sometimes you make poor decisions about things like that, and that's haunting us some too.
Cooper Williams, the center, snaps it back to Cade Carter, gives to Jaquan Dent. He's got some blockers. Good job there by Jacob Tarpley. But these Pioneer defenders relentless in their pursuit.
Jacob needs to go down through his legs, tie him up.
Gain of 5, 2nd down and 5. Seen Jacob play. He plays catcher on the baseball team. I know he's capable of getting down low.
Does a good job.
He sure does.
He's very short, and so
good low center of gravity.
As long as you go down, you're not chopping, and you cut head up. That's legal. He can get away with that.
2nd down 5 to give is to Dent. He's got some running room. He's at the 49-yard line. Good job by the Raider offensive line, including Tarpley, to open up that hole. Jacob and Jaquan Dent a little bit slow getting up.
Good.
I don't know who's next on the depth chart.
But, hey, there's somebody down there, I guarantee you. They play JV ball. They've done different things. If nothing else, you got to chunk it every now.
And we do have
have to get to that.
We do have a Raider down on the field at about the 30-yard line. He's up. That's Moses again. Moses Williams. And this time he is limping considerably. Looks like he may be favoring his left leg. Ryan is down there trying to get him on the table. That's a big young man to be working with, and let's hope Moses is all right. Outstanding young lineman, Moses Williams.
Another one of the super sophomores here at Nettleton.
Such a good 10th grade class. Won the conference last year, Conference 5A East champions. Big number 78, Justin Livingston, right tackle. Big athletic guy. He's the goalie on the soccer team, Justin Livingston. Not many offensive linemen play goalie on the soccer team, but Justin Livingston does. Good cut by Jaquan Dent. He's got some room to run. He's out across midfield to the 45. Gain of about 7, it looks like. Another injury down. This is a
Justin
Batesville.
put him down. Justin did a great job of dropping right there.
And that looks like a cramp right there, Coach.
Uh-huh.
Now, I said that previously, and it was an ankle injury, so you take what I say with a grain of salt.
When they're both working like that, that's cramping. Yeah, you got that right.
Hopefully the great Coach Dover is watching our broadcast somewhere. He's a proud alumnus of Batesville High School, but, hey, make no mistake, Coach Darrell Dover, he is a Nettleton Raider through and through. Hope Coach Dover is listening.
The father of duct tape and PVC. I mean, that coach has put together more sleds and goalposts with PVC and duct tape than anybody in the history of this game.
He is a master innovator.
You go back and search about different ways to fix equipment and do things. Darrell is the man. And he's real good with WD-40 as well. So
that's all you need is WD-40 and duct tape. Mm-hmm. That's all I got in my toolbox.
He's great. He's fantastic.
Gain of 8. It's 2nd down and 2. Balance set. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Moore and Devin Alexander near side. Tolly and Josie Williams far side. Give is to Cameron Scarlett up the middle. He falls forward. It's going to be close to the first down. I believe just a little bit short. That'll bring up 4th down and about a foot. Should be 4th and 1, shouldn't it, Sean? It's 3rd down and 1. Okay. I'm wrong and the scoreboard's wrong, but the man with the stick is right. It's 3rd down and 1. That's why I'm not an official. 2 receivers wide left. Devin Alexander wide right. Give is to Cameron Scarlett. He runs hard up the middle, has the first down.
Move the chains, baby. Move the chains.
He is tackled at about the 42-yard line. 1st and 10 Raiders.
Let the big dog eat, son. That's the way you run the football.
Less than 2 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Raiders down, but not out. Carter and Cameron Scarlett in the backfield. Guess they're sort of alternating Scarlett and Dent as the featured running back. In motion is Perkins. Carter over the middle, has Charles Moore wide open. Charles Moore, touchdown Raiders. Great play by Charles Moore on a 37-yard touchdown pass. Cade Carter to Charles Moore. Good to see number 7 put it in the end zone.
Did a great job that time of running or faking the jet sweep and getting everybody to pursue that side, and he was 10 yards behind everyone. Super route, super call. Let's just keep plugging the extra points in there so we're within kicking range.
42-39, Michael Golden on to kick. Tommy Scarborough on the hold. Low snap, good hold, good kick. And that makes the score 42-40. 3rd quarter, 1:28 to go. Raiders down by 2. Band playing, crowd cheering, great high school atmosphere at Nettleton. Coach, we got ourselves a dandy of a game.
You got that right. I'd like a hot dog right now to make it perfect. Great football.
You think we
know it's a lot easier up here than it is on the sideline?
It's a whole. I found that it's a whole lot. I'm a whole lot smarter football guy when I'm in my recliner.
Yeah, exactly.
Coach, you should have done this. Coach, you should have done that.
Yeah, that's kind of the mode I've been in since you've been letting me do that.
But when you're down there actually having to make the calls is a whole different ball game, isn't it?
Yeah, and the game, the speed of the game, and the ground level. How many times I've called upstairs? Who did that? Where was that?
Hard to see from down there.
And the other guy, well, I was watching this. Okay.
A lot going on for sure. We appreciate my friend Jeff Edgar, the man what runs Collision Repair. You get yourself in a wreck, the best place to go is Collision Repair.
Is that the Superman guy?
It is.
Valley View beat Paragould 21-0. It went final 17 minutes ago.
Valley View defeated Paragould 21-0. Went final 17 minutes ago. That was a quick game. It's 9:28 here, and we hadn't even hit the 4th quarter yet. We've had some long games here at Raider Field, Coach.
Sure have.
Michael Golden's deep kick fielded at the 8-yard line. That's Whitaker. And he is hammered. That's Devin Whitaker. Look at Devin go. Hey, it's Devin Alexander, Devin Alexander. He didn't hit him like a wide receiver, did he, Coach?
He did a great job.
He laid the proverbial wood and got up, pounding his chest. He's got a right to pound his chest after a hit like that. 1:21 to play in the 3rd quarter. Batesville up 2, and they have the ball on their own 34-yard line. We do know the Raider defense is capable of stopping them. They've done it before, and now would be a good time to do it again.
Sure would. There's not really any way to keep this football team of Batesville out of the rhythm. That's a tough thing for you.
Livingston on the keeper, and he just ducks his head and gains about 6-7 yards. Cameron Scarlett on the stop. It's going to be 2nd down and 3. Good tough running by the Pioneer quarterback. Less than a minute to play in the 3rd quarter. Second down and 3 from under center, Livingston. Gives to Ridgel. He bounces out right, gets the first down, and he is tackled out of bounds by Des Mitchell. They're wanting a flag, and they get one. Mitchell had him out of bounds, but he made the mistake of completing the tackle out there.
You know, he made contact with him 3 or 4 yards inbounds, and it'd been great if he could have pulled off.
Yes.
It's a little bit understandable, but still, you have to have your field awareness, spatial awareness, know where you're at.
Personal foul, late hit out of bounds against the Raiders. Now, looking through my field glasses, it looked like the ball carrier kind of stiff-armed him, gave him a stiff arm to the face, and that's when Dez reciprocated. And
grabbed his arm, rode him out of bounds.
Yep. Unfortunately, the call goes against the Raiders. That's a big one. 15-yard penalty. 1st and 10 on the 30. Right up the chute. Good hit there. My word. Charles Moore. How about that? Have yourself a game, Charles Moore. Good form tackle right there. I'd like to see that from number 7.
Super job.
Gain of 4, second and 6.
Down right there, I think.
That is Cameron Scarlett, who is pulled up with it appears to be an injured right leg, and Cam looks like he is in some pain. That does not look like a cramp, Coach.
Don't think that is, no. We have a doctor out there with us. I can't tell if that's Dr. Schwim or which one that is.
Dr. Jeremy Schwim is he's the best in the business. He's down there with Cameron Scarlett. Dr. Schwim is the doctor who performed my daughter's knee surgery a couple of years ago. Cameron is up, and it looks like his right ankle, I believe. He is hopping, unable to put weight on it. And
somebody needs to get him under that other arm and help him off.
He's doing an awful lot of hopping.
Back in the old days, Craig, we would call a couple of players out and have them pick him up, get him off the field.
And he is walking on it right now very gingerly. It appeared to be a right ankle injury is what it looked like. And I'll tell you, Coach, in a season and a game with a lot of injuries, number 8 is one that you really don't want to see get hurt. Cameron Scarlett. Just like the doctor ordered, Dr. Saunders ordered, quarterback keeper. Stephen Williams, Jorge Salas on the stop. Short of the first down, it's going to be 3rd down and 1 for the Pioneers. And that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. 2 points separating these two great teams, Batesville and Nettleton. Batesville 42, Nettleton 40. 4th quarter when we come back. You're watching Raider football on NTV.
America. Is it a bald eagle soaring over a Virginian sunrise?
I'll tell you what America is, brother. America is getting your truck fixed up at Russell's Truck Accessories.
Russell's Truck Accessories?
Yeah, Russell's Truck Accessories. They got chrome and aluminum wheels. They got big old mud crawling tires. They got lift kits so you can look down on the vegans and commies in their little compact cars. Russell's Truck Accessories. It's more American than Ronald Reagan playing home run derby with John Wayne.
Russell's Truck Accessories is located on South Stadium in Jonesboro.
God bless America and God bless Russell's Truck Accessories.
Terry Gray, rice farming isn't a profession, it's a way of life. As owner of Delaplaine Seed Company, Terry's been the region's rice tech leader for more than a decade. In the summer, Terry's not behind a desk. He can be found in rice fields giving advice, or he can be on your farm helping you put more bushels in your tanks and money in your pocket. From securing your hybrid rice to free on-farm delivery, let Terry help you be more profitable this season. Delaplaine Seed Company.
4th quarter action underway here at Raider Field. Batesville up 2 points. There's Ridgel. He's got the first down, and he is tackled by Charles Moore at about the 16-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Batesville. And Ridgel has had a heck of a game tonight, Coach. 3 touchdowns. And
17 carries.
Really fine running back.
17 carries, 171 yards for Ridgel.
I could be booking on 200 before it's over.
11 minutes and 30 seconds to play in this game. You can bet number 47 will have that opportunity to do that right there again and again. And a good run by Ridgel. He has run out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for the Pioneers. This Batesville offense is a machine that's just been clicking on all cylinders tonight.
We've had a hard time getting these support to come up on the edges. We've been, it's something new to us. It's this pitch and this outside sweep. And, one of the things you could do would bring corners on what we call like a hammer call.
Ridgel tackled by Salas. Jorge Salas with a stop. Saved a touchdown. He did fall forward, and it'll be 2nd down and goal from just outside the 1-yard line. Right on the 1-yard line. They rush up to the line of scrimmage, and quarterback sneak, touchdown, Batesville. Makes the score 48-40. And that has just been an extremely effective play for Batesville all night long. That hurry up to the line of scrimmage and just pound the ball right up the middle. They needed 1 yard, and they got about 1.5 yards on it. Medina on to attempt the extra point. It is up and good. With 10 minutes and 42 seconds to play in the game, the score is now Batesville 49, Nettleton 40. Still a lot of time to play, Coach, down by 9, but we've proven, obviously, we've hung 40 on them. We can score. Just a couple of – it'd be nice to have a turnover or two, and, hey, anything can happen.
Haven't had a whole lot of that go on in this ball game. And,
Batesville's very first possession, they fumbled, and we got it, and outside of that, that's the only turnover we've had. We had a muff punt and turnover against us, but been a clean football game as far as the turnovers go. Wouldn't mind seeing it get a little bit dirty on the Batesville side.
Well, we make them exciting here at Raider Field, so get ready for another one.
A lot of football to play, that's for sure.
Wild finishes here over the years.
10:42 remaining in the game, and Nettleton has got a high-octane offense. They got a high-octane kickoff returner there, number 84, the outlaw, Josie Perkins. Kicked away from him, and it looks like that's going to – he fielded it at the just inside the 10-yard line. Gets back about to the 20, and that's where the Raiders will take over 1st and 10.
Are they saying he stepped out back there?
But I thought he stepped out at the 9.
Yeah, I guess he stepped out of bounds. Stepped out of bounds at about the 7-yard line, it looks like. I didn't realize he stepped out of bounds there, Coach.
Josie was wanting to make a play and did not make a real wise decision with that.
It'll be 1st and 10, Raiders from the 7. So 0 yards on the return. That'll make his average about 50 tonight. Josie Perkins has had a good night returning the ball, but Batesville has made a good adjustment kicking the ball away from him. Timeout on the field, timeout Batesville. We'll take it with them. 10:37 remaining in the game. Your score, Batesville 49, Nettleton 40. You're watching Raider football on NTV.
They say being a Raider is about more than just going to school. They say being a Raider is about our community, about tradition. Kindergarten at Nettleton is about teachers that I love, learning that is fun, It's really about pride in what we do and who we are becoming. Raider pride is justified. Raider pride forever.
Nettleton High School, Raider Field. What a dandy we've got here tonight. 49-40, Batesville with the lead. 10:37 remaining in the game. I want to say a shout out to our very own Hunter West, the man who produced that last commercial that you saw. That's as good a commercial as you're going to see anywhere on TV, highlighting our excellent kindergarten program here at Nettleton. I'm very thankful both of my children went through kindergarten at this great school, and if I had it to do over again, I would do it every single time, send my kids to Nettleton schools. Whatever it takes for every child. Cade Carter, the Raider quarterback, third-generation Raider. He gives to, I believe that's Jaquan Dent up the middle. A little bit of good news. It looks like Cameron Scarlett is walking around on the sideline, stomping around even, putting weight on that right ankle. Guess he's probably got it taped up, and I would say we'll see Cameron in the game shortly. 2nd down and 8. As I was saying, Cade Carter, a third-generation Raider. His father, Brian Carter, our principal, all-state quarterback here, graduated in 1989. His grandfather, Phil Carter, was a starting lineman on the very first Raider team in history back in 1965. Cade Carter going deep, has Josie Perkins juggling. He makes a catch at the 50-yard line. Circus catch by Josie Perkins. What a catch by number 84. What a night by that young man.
That was super. Great job.
Boy, it's a very accurate pass
that
there.
Reminds me of Lynn Swan in the Super Bowl.
Now, that's a bad memory for me because I'm a Cowboy fan. But just a juggling catch there by number 84. I believe that was John Stallworth's number, if I'm not mistaken. Lynn Swan was 88. But boy, I hated those Steelers teams. But they were good. Terry Bradshaw, Cade Carter just dropped it right in the bucket, right where it had to be, and a great catch by the outlaw Josie Perkins. Perkins again, a little reverse of sorts, and he gains a yard. 2nd down and 9. Cade Carter's got to be close to 200 yards passing tonight, if well over 200 yards passing tonight. He's had a heck of a game. Third generation, 2nd-year starter, Cade Carter. Studied under the great DeAndre Henry his sophomore year, and he's been the starting quarterback. 290 yards passing, Cade Carter. He's about to get more than that. Kyle Tolley wide open, makes the catch, thrown down at about the 15-yard line, and once again, Cade Carter finds the electrifying Kyle Tolley. How about that, Coach? 1st down Raiders.
It's a great job. Great adjustments, great routes, great timing, great passing. I would back my corners up. We've been beating these guys like a drum.
Over 300 yards passing now for Cade Carter. At least half of that to Kyle Tolley. What a night Kyle has had. 327 yards for Carter. The ball carrier is Jaquan Dent. 8 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the game. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Tolley's down up to 4 catches for 137 yards.
4 catches, 137 yards for Kyle Tolley. He's throwing for him again, and this time the ball hits the ground. Good effort by KT, but incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
Brings up 3rd down.
Jaquan Dent, the lone setback, is in motion. The pass is to Kyle Tolley. Kyle fighting his way down inside the 10-yard line.
It's going to be short.
It's going to be 4th down and short, and that's going to be 4th and 3. It looks like 4th and a long 2. gain of 7, and Coach Hampton has a decision right here. Do you put the points on the board, or you go for it right here? It'd be a 25-yard field goal for Michael Golden. Coach Hampton decided, I'm going to take a timeout and let's think this over. First timeout of the half for the Raiders, and I'll tell you what, we'll take it with them. 7:48 to play in the game, 49-40. Don't you dare go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back with more Raider football on NTV.
Page Cafe, home of the flying rolls. That's right, a place where the food comes flying to you, and it's good enough to eat. Front Page Cafe is also famous for our all-you-can-eat pass-arounds that come with every lunch or dinner. Lunch specials start at just $6.99. That includes a meal, flying rolls, and all the pass-arounds you can eat. So get your next home-cooked meal at Front Page Cafe. And don't forget, we've got the best old-fashioned breakfast in town. Front Page Cafe, home of the flying rolls.
We welcome you back to Raider Field's fourth quarter action, 7 minutes and 48 seconds to play.
All we have to do is pick up the fourth down here. The first down.
And the Raiders are opting to go for it. It's 4th down and 3, and to say that this is a big 4th down conversion attempt would be an understatement. Josie Perkins in motion to the left. Carter with a hard count. Pass complete to Charles Moore. Touchdown, Raiders. Gutsy call.
Hit. This is unreal. Another cheap shot at Cade. Kid knocked him down after he threw the ball.
After the play, Cade Carter hammered.
But Whitehead is doing down there, but he's not watching as he should. That's his responsibility.
That's an 8-yard touchdown pass. That's the second time in this half that Carter has hit Charles Moore. Gutsy call by Coach Hampton, and it pays off.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns for Charles Moore. Plays both ways, defense and offense on this team, linebacker and wide receiver. High snap. Golden's kick is up and good. And it's a 2-point game once again, 49-47. Woo, Coach, what a game so far tonight.
Baby. Get fired up now.
Let's do it.
Over.
No doubt about it. Raider band playing the fight song. Raider faithful having a great time here tonight. Excellent crowd.
Career-high touchdown passes for Cade Carter.
Career-high 5 touchdown passes for Cade Carter tonight. In his excellent career as a Nettleton Raider, that's the most he's ever had. What a night for Cade Carter. He's over probably 350 yards approximately passing. Heck of a night for number 10.
342.
342 yards. 5 touchdowns. Have yourself a night, number 10, Cade Carter. Coach, we got to have a stop here.
Yeah, we need one. We really do in the worst way.
A stop, a turnover, and the Raider faithful could be going home happy. But this Batesville offense has been an unsolvable riddle for us so far tonight. I think we've stopped them one time, and we had 1 turnover. If my memory is correct, that's the only 2 times that they have not put the ball in the end zone.
The power, the sweep, and
the half running out on
and start running the quarterback at.
Little onside kick. That's one way to do it, and kicked it right at number 13. That's Tanner Pollitt. And Batesville will take over now. I like that call, though, Coach. Yeah. So far our defense has struggled to stop them. Let's make something happen. I like that call right there. Just the execution wasn't where it needed to be.
Got to place the ball a little bit better.
7:45 to play in the game. Raider defense called upon to stiffen up. 1st and 10 for the Pioneers. Give is to Doherty. And he is stopped after a gain of 3. That's Raiders number 77. That's Big Win Robinson on the stop. Raiders sophomore getting some action tonight. Great job by Win. Big left-handed pitcher on the baseball team.
I tell you what, when he wants to, when he can get a head of steam up, he's pretty hard to stop.
2nd down and 7. Batesville going under center. Give off the right side, and he's got some room. That's Doherty. He's got the first down and then some. Good blocking downfield by Douglas. First down, Batesville. 6 minutes and 59 seconds to play in the game. Sure glad to have all of you watching tonight. I want to say thanks to our good friend Mickey Felch from the Front Page Cafe for making this broadcast possible. If I have my way, I'm going to Shadrachs tomorrow for coffee day, but I'd also like to go to the Front Page Cafe. Best breakfast in town, I promise you.
I am buying Christian Hightower's breakfast in the morning.
How about that?
Front Page. The old Justin Bieber's back.
Straight up the chute. Good job there by Stephen Williams, and that is Cam Scarlett also in on the stop. They get Sam Gates. That's a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. Clock ticking at 6:42. It'll be 2nd down and 8 on the Raider 27. Livingston under center. I formation. Raider faithful stomping on the bleachers, trying to get behind their defense. Need to stop in a bad way. Doherty, the ball carrier, and he fortunate to hang on to that one. He leaps forward for a gain of a couple. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
Kind of a sprint draw action, but again, it's the face-out power they're running. And just continue to grind away, and the clock as well.
Five minutes and 40 seconds on the clock, and it is ticking. Batesville hurrying to the line. There's a flag on the play. Nettleton's
calling it on them.
Nettleton's defensive line is pointing, and it's going to go against Batesville.
Procedure again.
A little bit of illegal procedure against the Pioneers. That's a false start. That's exactly what it is. How about that? Back them up 5. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
Something he's doing with the cadence or something with that, because the motion it looks legal what he's doing. I don't know exactly what they're calling, but he may be voice inflection or some movement somewhere else may be getting them that procedure call. That's a plus.
We'll take it. 3rd down and 10. Ball on the 29-yard line. Raider faithful coming alive. This plays, the atmosphere is electric here at Raider Field. Boy, they are rushing to the line of scrimmage. A little bit of confusion. And play is whistled dead. I believe that's going to be a timeout, Batesville. That is their 2nd timeout that they've taken this half. 5 minutes and 2 seconds remaining in this game. We'll take the timeout with them. Let you hear from one of our great sponsors here at NTV. Thanks so much for watching this broadcast of Raider football. We'll be right back with the final 5 minutes and 2 seconds. You're watching Raider football on Nettleton Television.
America. Is it a bald eagle soaring over a Virginian sunrise?
I'll tell you what America is, brother. America is getting your truck fixed up at Russell's Truck Accessories.
Russell's Truck Accessories?
Yeah, Russell's Truck Accessories. They got chrome and aluminum wheels. They got big old mud crawling tires. They got lift kits so you can look down on the vegans and commies in their little compact cars. Russell's Truck Accessories. It's more American than Ronald Reagan playing home run derby with John Wayne.
Russell's Truck Accessories is located on South Stadium in Jonesboro.
God bless America and God bless Russell's Truck Accessories.
And we welcome you back to Raider Field, where this place is hopping. The Raiders fans on their feet. It's 3rd down and 10 for Batesville from the Raider 29-yard line.
Time for a little play-action pass here.
Nettleton definitely doing their part to cheer the defense on. Screen is complete. See if we can get some tacklers
good.
over there. A lot of black jerseys, and they stop him after a gain of 4. It's going to be 4th down and 6 for Batesville. 4 minutes and 46 seconds as they did not get out of bounds. Stop the clock. Clock ticking. 4th down and 6. Coach, this will be the play of the game right here. We stop them. We got enough time. We got 4 minutes, and there'll be about 4 minutes and 3 seconds on the clock. Plenty of time to score.
Here's where you have to grow up and meet the challenge.
They get a first down right here, and it's going to be tough sledding. 4th down and 6. From the gun. Pioneers to pass. Little throwback screen. And he's looks like he is a fumble on the play.
I think they fell on it.
And it looks like Batesville has it. It's close to a first down over there.
Great lick, though.
I believe they're going to measure it. First, I thought he had first down yardage, Coach, but after the fumble, the spot, it very well may be short. Actually, they're saying first down.
No measurement.
No measurement. First down, Batesville, and boy, that's a tough one right there. 4 minutes and 4 seconds to remain in the game.
There's still time. We got it. We're playing hard. We're playing better.
How do you not measure that?
Clock is now under 4 minutes, and now then the referees are whistling the play dead and conferring. Whatever it was they were conferring about didn't amount to anything. Less than 4 minutes to play, 3 minutes and 50 seconds. 1st and 10, Pioneers. Nettleton's fans
run the clock now and just
making a lot of noise.
Football.
Yes, sir. Right up the middle, there's Ridgel. And boy, he just muscles his way down inside to the 5-yard line. Tommy Scarborough threw him down, but not before he got the first down. It's going to be first down and goal to go for the Pioneers. 3 minutes and 31 seconds on the clock. They'll stop it long enough to set the chains, and now then they start it again. Play clock at 25 seconds, 24 and ticking. You would think Coach King would run as much of the clock as he can before he runs this next play.
They're well coached. They know the situation they're in. And we may have to start looking. We need to, with first down here, they can run a lot of time off.
Ridgel up the middle, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Touchdown, Pioneers. That is Ridgel's 4th touchdown of the night. That young man has had a very good game. And that's a tough one right there, Coach. 55-47. And this is a big extra point right here. Right now it's a one-possession game. Nettleton a touchdown and a 2-point conversion away from tying it. This extra point is good, however, it's a 9-point lead. It's a 2-possession game.
Need a bad snap, need a great rush.
Boy, the kick is up, and it's through the uprights, and that is a big point after right there. Makes the score 56-47. 2 minutes and 55 seconds remaining on the clock. Nettleton has 2 timeouts. Batesville has 1. Going to have to score quick and get the ball again.
We're sitting at 103. We need to be in the 112-15 range here.
I don't think anybody will be asking for their money back tonight, Coach.
Yeah, that's for sure.
The great people from Batesville who have made the trip and great folks from Nettleton out support their Raiders. They have seen a very good, entertaining game here tonight. Thing about a close game, you can always look back and say, well, if this would have happened, if that would have happened, it would have been different. That's one of the beautiful things about this sport.
That's right. If it's and buts were candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas.
Wiser words have seldom been spoken.
You know, I understand that the only sport that will be in heaven is football. I don't
Is
know
that
if
right?
you've heard that.
No, I have not.
But, you know, just the excitement and everything of it, it's going to be a great pastime for us up there.
I was waiting on a punchline there, but that's
no punchline.
No punchline.
There's some
Okay.
truth to that, I believe. You know.
Ball rolls out of bounds. Smart play there by Batesville, keeping the ball away from Josie Perkins.
We'll take it on the 35.
2 minutes and 55 seconds to play in this game. We sure appreciate you watching the game with us, and it's brought to you by our good friends at Consolidated Insurance and our good friends at Shadrachs Coffee. Let me remind you, tomorrow is National Coffee Day. At Shadrachs, 9 punches. You buy a cup of coffee, you get 9 punches, which is...
So what, did they hit you? What are you talking about?
Well, it's a card. They punch a card,
well,
yeah, 9 times. That wouldn't be worth...
9 times, they'd give you a free cup in
well,
sympathy or something.
Yeah, you would need a cup of coffee if they punched you 9 times, literally is. They punch your card. Shadrachs Coffee, 4 locations in Jonesboro. I like the one on East Nettleton. That's the one I go to.
Substitution against Batesville. 12 men on the field.
That's not fair.
Like that. Move it, no time goes off the clock.
That'll be a 5-yard penalty. That's what they get for cheating. First down and 5. Still 2:55 to play in this game. Josie Perkins in motion. Carter is going for him, and he makes the catch without dropping a knee. Good job by Josie Perkins. Unable to get out of bounds.
You see how they're backing their secondary up now, playing to give us about a 15-yard, 20-yard cushion. Keep everything in front of them, but that's still ain't going to stop us if we just keep moving the ball like that. We can put another up real quick.
2 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. Carter looking for Kyle Tolley, and he is hit hard. Good defense there by the Pioneers, number 5, Whitaker. That stops the clock, 2:35, second and 10.
Got to release that just a little bit quicker. See, because they're not, what they're doing is they're giving us this cushion, and they're just sitting there so they can break on things. They're not really even backing up anymore.
2 receivers to the right. Josie Perkins in motion to the left. Carter looking for Perkins and overthrows him. It'll be 3rd down and 10. 2 minutes and 29 seconds remaining in this game.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Carter was looking at Perkins right off the bat. Just a little too much arm strength there. Josie Perkins very fleet of foot, but he's not that fast. 3rd down and 10 for the Raiders. Short pass to Kyle Tolley.
It's going to be short, I think.
Tolley out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 1. 2:23 remaining on the clock. In motion is Josie Perkins. They give to Jaquan Dent. Dent hard up the middle, and he fumbles the ball, and Batesville recovers. The Pioneer who recovered the fumble looked like that was number 69, Daniel Valencia. 2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining. Nettleton does have 2 timeouts. Just the second turnover of the night for the Raiders. Is that right, Coach?
That's right. I believe that's right.
1 special teams and 1 offense. So that one hurts.
And he had the first down. He hit the hole really well.
56-47, 2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the game.
Come on, get up. We got to
Give
get up
us
support.
Doherty, and he is tackled by Des Mitchell. Loose ball, but it was after he was already down. Stays in bounds. Clock rolls. 2 minutes and 6 seconds, and I believe Nettleton has called a timeout. That is their second timeout, 1 remaining. It'll be 2nd down and 2. We'll just keep it right here during the timeout. Say a great big thanks to our sponsors who have made this broadcast possible. We've receiving some very good comments on here, and appreciate you folks listening. And Red Tail TM, I'm not sure exactly who that is. A good job to whoever is running this. Amazing job. We thank you, sir, and we want to say thanks to these people who made it possible. Consolidated Insurance, Shadrachs Coffee, First Community Bank, Russell's Truck Accessories, Delaplaine Seed Company, Hilltop Fitness, Collision Repair, the Front Page Cafe, and Legacy Homes. Thanks to those great people for their support of our Nettleton student athletes. The owner of the Front Page Cafe, Mickey Feltz, I believe that was one of your old players, wasn't it, Coach?
I think the second year I coached Mickey when he was a little tapper. I called him a little tapper. Snotty-nosed he was.
I bet he was a heck of a player for you.
He was a good one. Played him in linebacker.
No, he was a good baseball player, or at least he told me he was a good baseball player. I don't think Mickey would lie, would he?
I think he was a pretty good baseball player.
Played shortstop on the baseball field and linebacker on the football field. His son, Corey, one of the best athletes ever come through here at Nettleton. Appreciate the great Feltz family, Front Page Cafe. Pioneers keeping it on the ground, and that is, I believe that's just enough for a first down. Well, that's going to be close. They may be just a little bit short, Coach. We'll see. They may call a timeout for an official measurement.
I think Coach Hampton is requesting one.
Yeah, Coach Hampton has gone ahead and called the timeout.
That's too far in the middle of the field for him to make a judgment on that. A lot of times on the hash, the officials will make that call, but they're giving it to him.
Yeah, they're moving they're getting ready to move the chains, and they do. So that will just about do it right there, folks. A new set of downs. 25-second play clock. Coach, explain something to me. This year in high school football, I've seen a 40-second play clock every so often. Can you explain what is going on with the play clock in high school football this year?
I haven't really checked the rule. It's I didn't notice it till the season started myself, and I wasn't aware of the chain. I know part of it is an identification with what the colleges are doing. I don't know why at one point it's 25 and one point it's 40.
It's confusing to me as well.
And I need to research that so I can give you an answer.
Well, that's all right. It's at 25 right now, which works out good for us, I suppose.
Well, as long as the clock's not moving, that's good. You know,
yes.
I mean, that is fine for us. It's when the thing's moving, and you know, they're constantly, the Federation is changing things, and they made some changes this year, and I was just not aware of it.
Batesville going in the victory formation. And
we have no timeouts.
No timeouts, can't stop the clock, so the clock is.
And so see now it's set at 40 and it's running, so.
Yes, clock is rolling. 1 minute and 45 seconds, so they'll do that a couple more times, and it'll be game over. The Raiders will drop to 3-1 on the season. Batesville will improve to 1-3 on the season. Next week, Nettleton is going to be traveling to Blytheville to take on the always tough Blytheville Chickasaws. And tell you, Coach, that's a game, and even when Blytheville is a little bit down, they play us tough.
I always do. It's always a great football game.
Now, I know you're an old Jonesboro Hurricane. You played on the state championship team there. What year was that?
Well, no, we were runner-up.
Runner-up,
okay.
Okay, I thought you
was back in 69 and 70, but we didn't. We weren't able to bring it home.
I got you. But Blytheville was a
back
rivalry
in those days.
Game
They
for
were
y'all.
in our conference.
Yeah, that was a big rivalry.
When all we had was AAA, AA conferences, and Blytheville and Jonesboro. They've always been a big rival, and just their population in the school and things have dropped, and they've gone now. They'll be going to 4A here. I believe in the next year they're going to be dropping out of our conference.
Yeah, we're losing Blytheville, picking up Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
Which, no offense to our friends from Brooklyn, but that's a good trade for Nettleton. I mean, Blytheville is always tough, and Brooklyn, it'll be their first taste of 5A football.
They're going to have to
that's a tough adjustment.
Make some adjustments. Former coach here at Nettleton, John Profit, is out there coordinating defense.
Yep.
He'll work very hard to adjust to the level and the step up they're going to have to make.
Got a good man there at defensive coordinator, and that'll be another good crosstown game. We've already got Valley View, a crosstown game. It'll be good to have Brooklyn, our friends from Brooklyn, on the schedule.
Not far to travel.
That's right. That's right. It's an easy trip up to Brooklyn. And that'll do it, folks.
That does it right
yes, the clock at 19 seconds and ticking, and that is the ball game. All is left, the final 10 seconds to tick off. Heck of a game tonight. Batesville just a little bit too much for us. They win this one 56-47, and the clock is hit 0. I'll tell you what, we'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll have the Consolidated Insurance post-game show. 56-47, your final. Batesville came into Nettleton, got the win tonight. We'll wrap things up when we come back. You're watching Raider football on NTV.
First time you held on to the time you let go. Life is a series of unforgettable firsts, the ones that are planned and the ones that take you by surprise. We celebrate and support these firsts as we travel this journey with you, because firsts are what life is all about. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
For Terry Gray, rice farming isn't a profession, it's a way of life. As owner of Delaplaine Seed Company, Terry's been the region's rice tech leader for more than a decade. In the summer, Terry's not behind a desk. He can be found in rice fields giving advice, or he can be on your farm helping you put more bushels in your tanks and money in your pocket. From securing your hybrid rice to free on-farm delivery, let Terry help you be more profitable this season. Delaplaine Seed Company.
What is America? Is it a bald eagle soaring over a Virginian sunrise?
I'll tell you what America is, brother. America is getting your truck fixed up at Russell's Truck Accessories.
Russell's Truck Accessories?
Yeah, Russell's Truck Accessories. They got chrome and aluminum wheels. They got big old mud crawling tires. They got lift kits so you can look down on the vegans and commies in their little compact cars. Russell's Truck Accessories. It's more American than Ronald Reagan playing home run derby with John Wayne.
Russell's Truck Accessories is located on South Stadium in Jonesboro.
God bless America and God bless Russell's Truck Accessories.
Collision Repair is celebrating their 40th anniversary. For 40 years, Collision Repair has had your back, getting your repairs done quickly using the best tools and technology. They've been able to keep you updated online throughout the repair process. No matter what the bad guys try, Collision Repair works with your insurance to make sure you don't have
the worst experience possible.
Here's the Collision Repair on their 40th anniversary.
Your friendly neighborhood body shop.
Front Page Cafe.
And we welcome you to the Consolidated Insurance post-game show here at Nettleton. The band just got through singing the alma mater, and the football team cheerleaders put their arms around each other and swayed and sang that beautiful song. No joy in the song tonight, however, as the Raiders drop the game to the Batesville Pioneers by the final of 56-47. And Coach, it was a back and forth contest. Nettleton nothing to hang their heads about. They came in a little bit banged up, obviously, with their star running back Nathan Young on the shelf, but the Raiders just kept on running people out there, and everybody that went out there played hard and did a good job for the Raiders tonight.
Well, as you say, we came in banged up, and we're leaving banged up even more.
Yes.
You know, that's the thing that impresses me about this football team, and I'm so proud of them. The coaches, you know, it's not like, let's cry in our milk, we're hurt. This guy's, hey, as you say, the next guy up. They're playing the game the way it's intended to be played. And that makes it exciting. People are stepping up and doing things. Guys are coming back. You know, Cam Scarlett got his ankle messed up. He got it taped up, loosened up, came back in. You know, there's still some youthful mistakes, but, man, they're growing every ball game. And they're going to get better, and they're going to have a great season, I think. You know,
yes.
and have a real impact in the conference. And, you know, if we can just keep enough people healthy, that's the thing about it. But, you know, and the coaches doing a fantastic job keeping the kids motivated and up, and the game plans and the calls are fantastic.
Yes, and the game didn't go our way tonight as Nettleton lost 56-47, but there were some bright spots tonight for sure. The play of quarterback Cade Carter, he had an incredible night tonight, threw for over 350 yards, 5 touchdowns, which is a career best for him, and that's saying something. Cade has had a very good career here at Nettleton, and career night for him. Josie Perkins with an unbelievable game, over 250 all-purpose yards. I believe 3 touchdowns is what Josie Perkins had. The emergence tonight of Kyle Tolley as a threat from as a receiver. Kyle had a heck of a game.
You know, I can remember in the previous year working with him and our staff being upset with how slow he would come off the ball and not get into his routes. But just stepping up that level, meeting the challenge, getting to play, and I didn't know he could run that fast. He's doing a great job. And so many of the kids coming in, the little back we had, Jaquan
Dent.
Stepped in and did a great job.
He did.
And that's going to be some valuable experience as the season progresses.
Yep, you bet. As we said earlier, at the beginning of the season, he might have been 5 or 6 on the depth chart as running back, but he was the man toting the mail tonight. So, as we said earlier, Coach, this is a great game. These young men out here who are representing our school, they're learning life lessons is going to make them better men, better workers, better fathers, better husbands, and that's a whole lot more important than a win or a loss on the scoreboard.
The adversity you pick up in the game of football, when you meet the struggles in life, you can reflect back on that. You're a better man, and you will be successful.
And we want to congratulate Batesville. Great game plan tonight. Coach Dave King, just a legendary coach, always has a great game plan. And man, his team was up to the challenge tonight. They played well. We just couldn't stop them defensively. They executed very well, and, man, they played a great game. Congratulations to Batesville, and good luck for the rest of the season to the Pioneers. We beat them 2 years in a row, Coach, but it's hard to beat a good team, a good program, 3 straight years. So we'll try to start another streak of beating Batesville next year at their place.
I'm kind of hoping we get into a streak of beating Wynn. Yeah, that's a long streak now we got to get to. So.
Yes.
But as we both know, we have to take these things one at a time.
Yep.
And recuperate, rest, get some people well, patched up a little bit. But we'll have a great game plan. As you said, Blyville will be ready to play.
Yep, and we'll be playing them there next Friday night. If you do not want to make the trip to Blyville, we got you covered. Ryan Bell, our director, and myself, and Kobe, and the rest of the crew, we're going to be heading to Blyville, and we'll be live streaming the game next Friday night. Sure hope that you can watch. I want to say thanks to all of our sponsors, Consolidated Insurance, Shadrachs Coffee, it's Coffee Day tomorrow. 9-punch day. Now, Coach Massey, that doesn't mean they're going to hit you 9 times.
I was confused by that. I'm sorry.
I was confused about that a little bit earlier. They give you these little punch cards.
Oh, okay.
And every time you buy a cup of coffee, they'll punch it. And you get 10 punches, you get a free coffee. Well, tomorrow you buy 1 cup, they'll give you a card with 9 punches.
Oh, great.
And so, I mean, they're basically giving away coffee is what they're doing at Shadrachs tomorrow. That's a local company, is Jonesboro based. Nothing against the international coffee chains or anything, but it makes me feel good to buy local, and I know the guys that own the Billing family that own Shadrachs, and it's just a great, great place. You just watch tomorrow, all 4 locations at Shadrachs is going to be lined up like crazy. So get there early and buy some coffee from Shadrachs. First Community Bank the great Alan Williams, who is such a big supporter of our school, and Russell's Truck Accessory, Ronnie Russell, Delaplaine Seed Company, Terry Gray, Hilltop Fitness, Mike Wessel, Collision Repair, Jeff Edgar, Front Page Cafe, Mickey Phelps, who he sent me a text during the game saying what a great coach Coach Massey was at the old. Was it MacArthur you coached him?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
he's still under concussion protocol, though.
That explains a lot.
Yeah, about his judgment making that statement.
That explains a lot with Mickey. And Legacy Homes, those are the great folks who sponsored the broadcast tonight. A lot of good young men worked on the broadcast. Ryan Bell, who's holding the camera back there, did the directing. Thank you to Ryan. Appreciate your hard work, sir. Jack Jones, Adrian Torres, they were the down cameramen, up cameramen, Kobe Miller, Daniel Golden, and Caleb Robinson. Those are the guys who brought the action to you. My name is Craig Miller, and my broadcast partner, my tag team partner, Coach Pat Massey. Honored to work with you again tonight,
pleasure,
sir.
my friend.
You going to Blytheville next week?
I'm not sure yet.
I need to talk to your agent.
My agent has informed me we may be on the road next week.
I got you.
So
I'll
let you know as soon as I can.
So I'll be with you next Friday night. Coach Massey may not be. That's fine. Hey, he's earned a week off after this long day. Started at before 7, and here it is, 10:20. We're still working. So, but for Coach Pat Massey, for all of our great sponsors, I'm Craig Miller. Thank you so much for watching the live stream tonight. We'll do it again next week. Good night, everybody. Raider Pride is justified. Raider Pride forever.
Alma mater, heed our parting song.